Okay, turn the music on. Oh wait, that's quiet. Is that quiet? Oh, there you go. Drasma, how's it going? I think YouTube is up now as well. Let me just check. Oh, no, it's not. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Is it up? Is YouTube up? I might just be updating. Let me just refresh. Hello, Requiem. Hello, Jimmy. Non-Asian man-hating streamer. Bro, can we stop? Can we stop? Hello, Dom. Hello, Silly Cat. Hello, Tired Miku. Hello, John C. Hello, Nitro Patek. Hello, Maria Oliver. Hello, Gray. Hello, Big Cat. Hello, Dosco. Hello, Toothless Charizard. Hello, Kuno. Hello, Jules. Hello, Vanadlum. Hello, Poipole. Hello, Jack. Hello, Rogue Diabetic. Hello, Zal. Hello, Bumsy. We must be up on YouTube. We must be up on YouTube. Surely we're up on YouTube. Hello, Walter. I have a question for you. Are you Asian? Wait, there's not a clip of that. There's not a clip of that. I checked. I checked after stream. I was like, no one clipped it. It's fine. Cujo, hello. Indulge Me, hello. Overcommon, hello. Chris Hale, hello. Momon, hello. Kubo9er, hello. Minyao, hello. Oh, shit. I'm so far behind. I do not miss hellos. He doesn't miss hellos, boys. DSG, hello. Sinister Eclipse, hello. Matt, hello. Spark7, hello. Zenaru, hello. Milkole, hello. Where was well, hello. The Dos Eggies, hello. Maybe triple kill. I don't know about that, boys. Hello, Gachame Studio, hello. Destiny, hello, Fizneo David. Did you release the list? Butterscotch, hello, Jamskirt, hello, Joshi, hello, Annibal, hello, Useful Guy, hello, A7 Mario, hello, Just Samako. Hello, Tag Cap, hello, Greeny Bird, hello, Marie Oliver. Hello, TJ Overkill, hello, Ghetto Chevalier, hello, Makoto Negi, hello, Prince Fury. Guys. Like, I didn't miss any. Jerry, hello. Sorry, hello, nothing. Whew. Boogie dated, and it's not my birthday today. No, it's my girlfriend's birthday tomorrow, which is why I'm away tomorrow. We're going away tomorrow. It's gonna be very nice and chill. Hey Sketch, hello 7831 Night, hello Withheld Ace, hello Nutso Park. Guys, I have not missed. Please tell me if I've missed a hello. Hello Yugo Senpai, hello Meta Skipper, hello Thazen Montoya. I think I'm nailing it. He's nailing it. I'm nailing it. You can't beat me. Hello, Neko Hackerson. Bro's on a grind. I know. He loves nailing chat. Absolutely. Bro nails chat all day and all night. All night long. Hello, Gonzalo. Hello, Valterra. Hello, Dirk Omai. Hello, Alor EA155. Alori. It's weird. What's the drama now? I'm so out the loop. Well, a content creator made a video about me. I think. I don't know. I haven't watched it. But I got sent it from a couple of people and asked if I was going to react to it, and I said I will. So I will react to it, and we'll see. We'll see what it's about. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's. It seems like it's not in a good light because it's about the rerun video, I think, and it says rerun F2P viability, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm interested. Hello, Baked Otter. How many subs? We're at 203. Okay, so you have earned the Amazon stream, but we're gonna. I don't think I've said this anywhere, but we are gonna do Amazon stream in January because the poor post person who has to deal with that before Christmas is probably. It's just too much, boys. It's too much. So we will do Amazon stream. And by Amazon stream, I mean it'll be a shopping stream. I do need some volunteer mods to help administer the list for items that we could potentially buy, and then we'll create a channel on Discord for you guys to sort it out over. We can sort it out over December, the rest of December, and then we'll do it in January. It'll be hilariously fun. Hello Nakalevi, hello Levia, hello Invictus, hello Secker327. Hello ALG, hello guys, hello Double Cheese, hello Phaethon, hello Treed, hello Saber Wolf. You know there was a Twitter post flaming you about calling Banyu a manat. I did it so many times in the video, I didn't even realize. And then I didn't edit it myself. That one was edited by Tired Miku, in case you didn't notice. Thank you very much, Tired Miku, for editing the Banyu video. It meant we could do more streams this week. So 07s to Tired Miku. But I guess Looney Cloud High. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying. I didn't notice. Oh. Yo, Sea Dragoon. Okay, should we do straight into the react? Or should we do the idle stuff first? I'm streaking streamer. Thank you for streaking. Thank you for streakers. Let's go streakers. Tide Miku, thank you for streaking. Requiem, thank you for streaking. Invictus, did I say thank you for the 5 months? I don't know. You deserve it though. Thank you so much for the 5 months. Much appreciated. Anyone who chooses to send me money, that's very nice. It's massively appreciated. Raw Dog the reaction. I think it is. I think it is Raw Dog the reaction. Let's go. I have it open. I also have my own video open so that we can check if they say that, you know, I say something, then let's go from there. Double cheese with the 5 gifted. Oh, 7. Thank you so much. Double cheese. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Proud ALG subber. Let's go. W gifted. Thank you. Cheese. He seems reasonable enough. He does seem reasonable enough. I've watched his videos before. I've reacted to his videos before on stream. He does seem reasonable. So I'm hoping that we can go into this in a balanced way, in a way where we respect each other's opinions and everything chill. I am curious, though. I am curious. Civil War 3.0. Let's go. I'm making myself a bit bigger. I don't know. I don't know if I intro it properly. I've got the recording going. Hang on. Okay. Let me just get ready. Screw that. I want vitriol. Look, that's not coming from me. I think the only reason that I got heated the last time I reacted to like a video about me is because I just felt like it was making bad faith arguments disingenuous. And that's enough said about that. But I feel like this is at least going to be somewhat balanced, right? Double cheese. Have a lovely stream, guys. Double cheese, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Let's go. All right. Anyway, without much further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to stop the recording and start a new one. So, and then I'll do an intro. Okay, so there's a video that I keep getting sent and people keep telling me to watch. It is this video here from Aricado Zodan. I don't know what we're going into. I am coming in blind. I'm not sure what exactly it's about. I think it is going to be debating the ideas that I presented it in my rerun take, where I talked about there's less usefulness in pulling older characters, and you should only pull rerun characters. So you can see here it says reruns, F2P futility, and speedrunning power creep. Responding to Average Luck Gamers video. This is a video by Aricado Zodan. Yeah, we're just going to get into it, boys. Let's go.
So I just...
That's probably a bit quiet. Let me turn it up for you. Okie dokie. Sit back. Maybe it's a love letter. Maybe it is. Hello, Blazing. Hello, Meow Meow. Hello, Rollins Franklin. I'm sorry I'm missing hellos, but yeah.
Recently watched Average Luck Gamer's video on the discussion of pulling S-rank agents in ZZZ during...
All right, well, you know, he's opening up with it. At least, you know, we know it's about this. Let's go.
...a rerun banner period, and why he believes that you should never do so, barring very few exceptions. I want to take this opportunity to respond directly to the video, as I want to get my own stance on the matter out there. First off, there are several things that ALG is correct about. Older characters cannot perform at the same level as newer characters, either from lower numbers, less functionality, endgame countermeasures, etc. A rerun character and a new character cost the same amount to pull for, despite the aforementioned difference in value to an account. And
he's agreeing with me here. This seems fine. A Ford has got 2 Fs, but
if you are a free-to-play or low spender considering meta picks, you can't afford to pull on older agents. That last point is very important and will be the very foundation for which my response is going to be built off of. So let's just cut to the chase. If you're a low spender, or God forbid a free-to-play player, you're not going to have a good time constantly chasing the meta in any gacha game whatsoever.
This is true. Like, if you're a low spend or free-to-play player, it's tough. It's really tough. Which is kind of why I made my video, and I said, hey, You're a free-to-play or low-spend player. You don't have the liberty of dipping into funds to top up on mistake when you make a mistake with pulling a character that you really like, but then you still want to keep up with endgame content. Then maybe just don't pull for the old characters that are kind of shit now because of the rampant power creep in Zenless Zone Zero. Sorry. I feel like I'm already getting into it. Anyway, all right, okay, carry on.
Zone Zero included. You will make a mistake at one point or another with the pull investments on your account, because, well, everyone has before at one point or another. Excluding simply making bad judgment calls, which many of you already fall under.
Enjoy your drift.
Lose, no, lose, no, we lose, no, we lose, no, we lose. God damn it! Said.
Don't tell me that was on the rerun. Oh my god, just before Dylan? Imagine pulling Fufu just before Dylan. Wild. Look, we couldn't, no one would have known how good Dylan was, okay?
Mistake can also come in the form of either bad pulls and gear RNG or unforeseen shifts in the meta, something that nobody can 100% prepare for.
True, exactly. That's kind of like the, you know, Fufu at the time was the best stun agent, not necessarily the best, but like she was the most generalist stun agent. You could pretty much play her anywhere, and she was very useful. Now that viability doesn't go away. It doesn't make her any worse. It just means that Dylan is just now better than her almost all of the time, which is kind of crazy. But yeah.
The difference between you and a...
She was not the best. I didn't say she was the best. I said she's the most general. Thank you, R2.
Mid or high tier spender is that they can just drop more money into these games and pull for the missing piece to their puzzle. And that's the most important thing right there. The piece to their puzzle, not yours. Firstly, the RNG. Every single player's...
So I guess what he's saying is that like when people can pull for more, they can cover up making a mistake if they pulled incorrectly because they could spend money. But also you could get lucky, I guess, is what he's saying with the RNG. Anyway, let's see what he's got to say.
Account is completely different, from characters to weapons to gear rolls to gacha luck. And it is that very luck that influences future investment decisions and long-term account value. If someone pulled Yijuan in version 2.0 at 14 pulls, they were in an objectively better position to pull for Jafufu to support her when compared to someone who hit soft pity twice on Yijuan and...
I don't think this has anything to do with me. This is fine. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't really think it has anything to do with what I was talking about. If someone had 14 pulls for on Yishuan, then they could get Jifufu. That's true. That's a good point. Anyway,
lost the initial 50-50. If two separate players own Banyu, but one of them has drive disc RNG that's so bad it would make Bennett look like he's holding the winning lottery numbers, that player will at some point have to stop dumping stamina into bad discs and start preparing to build new incoming characters, at which point his inferior Banyu just may never get the attention he needs to keep him relevant for as long as possible. I should know, I'm trying to min-max an L and Joe right now as we're on the cusp of 2.5. So on and so forth.
Well, that's just crazy, man.
And it is these very pitfalls that put many players in a state of choice paralysis when the time comes to decide where to go next with their accounts. Secondly, the unforeseen meta shifts. In the event that you somehow manage to make the correct pulling decisions for your account.
What was the first point? You're going to have a bad time because bad gacha luck, bad drive to scrolls, Hoyoverse turns the table. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to remember, like, well, it doesn't really feel like a response to my video at this point. It feels kind of like it's like this. I feel like he's just making a different point
at any moment.
But it's not something I disagree with in any way. So, yeah, I'm not sure.
Gacha endgame design can flip on its head and completely undo any long-term and well-thought-out decisions you had made either of your own conclusions or by countless voices telling you that you're making the right decision. My case in point, Yuzuha and Alice, the very height of the anomaly meta before it all came crashing down.
I actually kind of half disagree with this point. Again, I'm not sure about what we're talking about here, but like, you can't plan for meta shifts. I don't think this is really in relation to the rerun conversation I was having, but you can't plan for meta shifts. But I do think that the way that the meta has shifted has made Yuzuha more important for example, because the way that the meta shifted post Yuzuha is that they upped the anomaly debuff. They upped the amount of anomaly needed to apply in order to hit the anomalies. I said anomaly way too much there. So I guess what I'm saying is that like if you didn't pull Yuzuha at that time, then you kind of have got kind of screwed moving forwards. Just saying. And Yuzu and Alice is still super strong. Yeah, Yuzu and Alice is still super strong. Alice is less necessary, I would say, than Yuzuha, for sure, because we have other physical DPSs who are anomaly agents. We have Piper, that most players will probably just have doing nothing on her account. We might have had early players who've got a Jane. And then also we have, like, probably the most limited S ranks, from, the 1.0 season were anomaly agents. We got the Yanagi, you got the Miyabi, you got the Bernice. You might just have a couple of decent anomaly agents that means that you can brute force against Fiend without pulling Alice. Not brute force, but you can push through what Fiend has without Alice for sure. Without Yuzuha, that's getting harder because HP on Fiend keeps going up. But again, I don't really think this is relating that much to the rerun conversation. But anyway.
These two agents were sold to players by both.
If Yuzuha reruns, would you recommend her? Potentially, yes. But we have to also consider the reasons as to why they're rerunning her, especially if she reruns really soon. So, for example, I'm going to use an example that's like actually not in game yet, but it's just like an idea. Like if, for example, there are rumors that Astra reruns next patch, everyone's going to say Astra is still a goated support, and I'll say the same thing when Astra comes back. I will. But I'll also say, but remember the Jufufu. Remember the Jufufu. Remember that time that Jufufu got put into tier 0 on Preedwen? And everyone was like, that's maybe a bit too much. But she is really, she's useful everywhere. She really is useful everywhere. Astra's in the same position, right? She's really useful everywhere. She deserves her spot, right? But she's not niched down in a way that Yuzuha is for Anomaly, and in a way that Lucia is for Rupture. So I think we're probably going to get an attacker support if we get another limited S rank support. So if the rumor comes true and Astra does rerun in 2.5, I would exercise an extreme dose of caution on pulling for her rerun.
Content creators and meta-savvy players all over for their massive boosts to anomaly teams and monophysical teams respectively. Yet despite this, neither members of the newly debuted Spook Shack had that much time in the spotlight for when version 2.2 rolled around and the Defiler arrived to ruin everyone's fun. So despite a meta-chasing player doing exactly what they were told to do by everyone,
yeah, but remember,
so despite a meta-chasing player doing and the newly debuted Spook Shack had that much time in the spotlight for when version 2.2 rolled around.
Like, yes, but most of the time when Defiler was running, was Fiend not running at the same time? So it's not like you're going to be using Yuzuha on Defiler. So, hang on. If we go back like to September-ish, Defiler, Dead End Butcher, Pompey. I mean, Dead End Butcher is great for Yuzuha. It's an anomaly boss. And then if we go here, Fiend, UCC, Priest. Oh, wait, maybe that's too late. What about here? Priest, Defiler, Dead End Butcher. So there's always an anomaly boss. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's always... Yeah, if you went and you pulled Yuzuha and Alice for a... I don't know, man. I guess I don't really know. But I guess what I'm saying is that, like, if you pulled Yuzuha, there was still a use for her in pretty much every DA, because there was... In most DAs, there's been one anomaly boss, at least. I think in a couple of DAs since Season 2, there's maybe been 1 or 2 DAs where we haven't had an anomaly boss. So, yeah. Like, I see where he's coming from. Defiler is an annoying boss, but there are 3 bosses.
And the Defiler arrived to ruin everyone's fun. So despite a meta-chasing player doing exactly what they were told to do by everyone, which was to pull the latest unit, that very pull value was horrifically diminished in the time span of only 1 patch cycle.
Yeah, I'd argue it wasn't, because in particular, specifically for Yuzuha, because of the way they changed anomaly build-up, like Yuzuha's value is actually higher than it was It sucks. It's a predatory practice. It's bullshit. They shouldn't have done it. But nonetheless, it actually makes user harm more valuable.
That very pull value was horrifically diminished in the time span of only one patch cycle, and to this day continues to get dragged down with the introduction of the thrall in version 2.4. Am I saying?
I mean, that's just nerfing Anomaly, because Anomaly's too good.
Free-to-plays and low spenders cannot build their accounts around playing the meta? Absolutely not. I'm simply laying out all the second-order effects of account progression and endgame environments that surround all gacha games that will hold free-to-plays and low spenders back from the straightforward solution of pulling the meta.
Okay, I see where he's going, because he's saying, like, if you just pull for meta, then you'll pull a meta that maybe doesn't always get service. There's a chance. Yeah, I mean, like, if we think about it right now, if a player starts now and they're like, oh, it's Rupture meta, right? And they pull Banyue, and they have a couple of patches where they can run Banyue into Wandering Hunter, like a couple of DA resets where they run Banyue into Wandering Hunter, and then we get Ye Shunguang come out, and then things are much more tailored towards her. I mean, we'll probably still have at least one Rupture boss, but what if it's Priest? Priest is fire. Is Priest fire resistant? It was ice resistant. Is there a fire resistant Rupture boss? Yeah, like you might get rug pulled. Yeah, you're right. You might get rug pulled. But I don't think that really changes the fact of me saying if you pull for rerun characters, you're probably more likely to get rug pulled. Because they give less of a shit about tailoring content to characters that already had their time in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Hunter is fire weak? Yeah, but I mean, like, fire. There's no Rupture fire resistance, is there? Am I going crazy? I felt like it was. Anyway, I'm going crazy. It's fine. But I guess, like, so you can still run him into all of the Rupture bosses. So that's good. But you're probably only having one Rupture boss. It's probably when we move into Ye Shunguang, we probably get a boss tailored to her, and then we get a boss tailored to Anomaly, and we get a boss tailored to Rupture. And it might not be a boss that's super good for Banyue, like Hunter. It might be more Priest. He's still going to be fine against Priest. Anyway, we carry on.
I need to stress this once again for everyone listening. The primary focus of an overwhelming majority of players at the lowest rungs of the monetary investment ladder is to simply achieve the minimum performance in endgame required to gather as much premium currency as possible. But
Sure.
Truly stop and think about it for just a second. We are talking about making pulling decisions to clear the highest difficulties of endgame content for at most 1 to 2 pulls.
I mean, or you could just not play it at all. Like, I mean, I guess the joy from me, like maybe I can't even class myself as a low spender anymore. You know, I have characters with Mindscapes on. I'm a content creator who makes content about the game and has done so for about a year and a half. I can't really necessarily consider myself a low spender anymore. I'm at least dolphin level. Let's put it that way. But I didn't, even when I was a low spender, I didn't necessarily care about clearing to get the rewards. I cared about clearing because that's what I'm doing in the game. I want to build cohesive teams that work well together, that work well against the content, and then I want to feel like I've accomplished something. Not necessarily to get the reward from doing it, i.e. the polychromes. And also, I know that that is a little bit stupid because, like, it's a gacha game. It's a constantly rotating hamster wheel that once you're on, you never get off. I get it. Yeah, it is kind of stupid, but there is also dopamine, and we are gamers at the end of the day. We are playing a video game to have fun, and that's how I want to have fun with
it. As possible. But truly stop and think about it for just a second.
There's also nothing else to do in the game once you finish the story. Yeah, true. And yeah, in 1.0, that was pretty short. And then it was like, well, what am I doing now? Well, you know, you start building up your teams, you start building up stuff and putting it together, and then you make a cohesive team and you feel happy about that.
Second, we are talking about making pulling decisions to clear the highest difficulties of endgame content for at most 1 to 2 pulls. Meta chasing is intentionally designed to be this never-ending hamster wheel that you are only given a brief reprisal from when
It's like exactly the same thing. Hey, Aricado, how's it going? We're reacting to your video. It's not pre-watched. If it was pre-watched, why would I have said it before it happened? That's what I'm saying.
Designed to be this never-ending hamster wheel that you're only given a brief reprisal from whenever the cash cow unit shows up. If you want to get off the hamster wheel, either stop fixating so much on endgame content or open your wallet.
Yes, but I guess
The hamster wheel, either stop
either don't bother with it or pay money. But I guess my content is always focused on spending not that much money, like low spend or free to play, and still being able to do this. And honestly, I think, and maybe this is me talking from like a position of privilege, because I get polls and I it's okay for me to spend money on the game because I make money from just streaming and playing the game. But like, I actually do think that zzzero is pretty free-to-play friendly. When I started playing the game, it was pretty free-to-play friendly. I can bring up the bookkeeping thing that shows you how many pulls we get every patch. It's pretty reasonable. It's not bad. Everyone had a good time. Let's bookmarks, bookkeeping. Oh, shit. I closed the video. Goddamn. But like the fact that most patches, you get enough to get an agent at least 140 pulls in 1.5, 117, 98. That was pretty bad. 2.4 is looking lean. Lean. 110 pulls back in 2.3. Like most patches, you can take a 50 at least. That's kind of okay. 120 average, excluding 1.0.
So I just recently watched Average Luck Gamer's video on the respectively. To this day, absolutely not. I'm simply laying out all these second-order effects of account progression and endgame environments that premium currency as...
Anyway, yeah, 2.4 is not looking good. Yeah, 2.4 is very lean. Lean. Gonna be a lean Christmas in the Zenless Zone Zero household this year. What's that from? That's from something. That's a joke. I can't remember like where it's from. Lean. Please, someone.
Possible.
Anyway.
But truly stop and think about it for just a second. We are talking about making pulling decisions to clear the highest difficulties of endgame content for at most 1 to 2 pulls. Meta chasing is intentionally designed to be this never-ending hamster wheel that you are only given a brief reprisal from whenever the cash cow unit shows up. If you want to get off the...
Yeah, because that's like the big onboarding moment, right? The big onboarding moments are, like the Void Hunter level agents or the Void Hunters themselves. And you go through those big onboarding moments, the content gets easier because it's built around a character who's fucking busted and shilled to high heaven. Is it the way the game should work? No, but like, this is what it is.
Whenever the cash cow unit shows up, if you want to get off the hamster wheel, either stop fixating so much on endgame content or open your wallet. The free-to-play gaming market from the very start is intentionally designed to
convenience in the form of service, create inconvenience, sell convenience, maintain ecosystem with rapid free content updates that create a live environment for customers, okay?
Artificially create player discomfort and friction in order to get them to spend money, with the game itself and its content updates being the onboarding incentive to play these games in the first place. If free-to-play games did not create this dynamic of first and second-class players, then the ecosystem would not exist and this business model would have been abandoned ages ago.
Yeah. Like the devil's greatest trick is convincing the world that they don't exist, and gacha games' biggest trick is convincing everyone that the vast majority of players spend money on them when actually they don't. And the F2P players, low spend players, will always vastly outnumber whales by like a ridiculous margin. I feel like I had a point. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, that is the way that the gacha games work. It's the way they work. Anyway.
Close out the video, I want to address a massive problem that Average Luck Gamer, and honestly, many content creators, present when pushing players towards almost never pulling on re.
Okay, so I feel like we're getting into the meat and potatoes of what he actually has to say about my video. And I don't know if you're still here, Aricado, but if you want to chat, I'm open to it. But firstly, I will also say the rest of this video didn't have anything to do with me. So, but let's hear what you actually have to say about me.
Run characters. If you're a voice in a gacha community that argues against power creep and shield endgame, which ALG has done frequently as of late, then it is in your best interest to not foster and steer a community into being so fixated and focused on the meta to begin with.
Okay, let's just take that back so we can keep that on screen. Is it though? Because there's only so many waifu over meta videos I can make. There's only so many times where I can say, firstly, you should pull for waifu, and then you should build around your waifu. Like, outside of that, if people want advice about how they should pull and what they should pull, which in my experience, dealing with most of the chatters that I have on stream, in my experience, responding to YouTube comments, that's what people want. I remember I received this one comment once. I know it's only one isolated incident, but it was a guy who was like, who should I pull so I could get to clearing the end games as fast as I can? Don't give me any of that waifu over meta crap. Like, that's what people care about. Like, and if that's what people are asking for, and that's what people click on the video for, then that's what I'm going to give them. And I don't think that's crazy. Banyue over meta? I mean, my video today was very Banyue over meta. I also think as well, I mean, hang on. I have this video here. The only reason that you should consider pulling on reruns is if you are waifu pulling. And if so, very based of you. But yeah, I should have maybe made a bigger deal out of waifu pulling when I went through this one, but I did mention it again towards the end. Here. I should have said this at the start. If you're waifu pulling, then waifu pull, go nuts. Like, waifu pulling, very good. Waifu pulling, very based and fun. We love waifu pullers in the average love community. And I'm pretty sure as well, this is not me saying that you can't clear with specific agents. I put up something on the screen. That fight is designed more around. Hang on, I'll check in a minute. A particular character. Honestly, just draw. But the buffs to push where did I put power level out enough. I swear, I put something on the screen that was like, make sure that you pull your waifu and then work around them. Riv, thank you for the prime. Much appreciated. 07. We love your guide, Riv. Rivs, we love your guide. Keep making guides. Don't listen to people saying that you shouldn't make guides because you're not the best in the world at Banyue. That's fucking bullshit. But thank you so much for the prime. Much appreciated. Well, oh, it's here. There you go. Pull waifu, then build team around them. Like, and I put it on the screen because I was like, I don't think I mentioned that enough. I don't know if I mentioned that enough. I don't know if I mentioned it. So I put it on the screen again. Bearing in mind as well, most of my videos are about that. Anyway, Riv, did you know Prime is free and you should use it to support your favorite streamer, ALG? 07s. Remember to send your Prime spies. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Riv. First time hearing it, ALG? Oh my god, shush. But anyway, look, like, I guess what I'm saying is that, like, pull around your waifu and then make teams that work in the endgame content. Because honestly, if you don't... Like, what should I have done? Should I have just been like, pull... Should I have just made a video that was like, pull for reruns, pull for whatever? Like, I don't understand what the other side of the coin is. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's go back.
Into being so fixated and
Saul, hey, how's it going?
Focused on the meta to begin with. If you tell the Zen...
But at the same time, also, I do just make videos about who you should pull and why you should pull them for characters. Like that is most of my content. Most of my content is why I pull for Dylan, but maybe you shouldn't. Why does Deadly Assault feel less fun? Why I'm still undecided on Dylan. Can Ye Shunguang save attack? A pull value tier list. People aren't watching my content for me to be like, pull whoever you want. And also, you can't make, I can't just put that video out every week. I should just stop making content, if that's the argument. Anyway, let's go back. I feel like I'm getting heated a little bit. It's chill. Everything's chill. I'm chill. Aricado's chill. We're all chill. Everyone's chill here. Let's carry on.
Meta to begin with. If you tell the zzzero community to only pull the best of the best, then you are telling the Hoyoverse team that people are only interested in the best of the best, and you accelerate the power creep problem.
Okay, so now I feel like we're Okay, so now I feel like what we're doing is we're trying to blame ALG, content creator, who ALG, part-time content creator, for the power creep problem in ZZZ. This argument is fucking cooked. That ain't me. I'm not doing that.
To begin with. If you tell the zzzero community to only pull the best of the best, then you are telling the Hoyoverse team that people are only interested in the best of the best, and you accelerate the power creep problem.
That sounds like he's blaming me. That's not a me problem. And also, hear me out. Okay, let's go back to my channel here. This video here of me saying people shouldn't pull for rerun characters is not me accelerating the power creep problem. This is, if people pay attention to this. Okay, so let's pretend for a second. Let's take a 1 second and just come with me on this thought journey. Okay, so this thought journey starts with the idea that everyone who plays Zenless Zone Zero watches my video and decides to follow the advice that is given in the video and say, okay, yeah, the power creep problem is going kind of fast. Maybe we shouldn't pull for rerunning characters because, yeah, the meta develops very quickly in Zenless Zone Zero, and the newer characters are, by and large, just better than the older ones. If everyone did that, then Hoyoverse would have to do something about the power creep problem, because they would have to address the fact that the reruns aren't selling at all. And we can't see that. We wouldn't see that. But yeah, I don't get it. ALG, stop influencing Hoyo so much. Exactly. But imagine if I did, and if everyone listened to me, and if everyone decided, no, we're not pulling for waifus anymore, we don't care about it. We are now only going to pull for the newer characters to make sure our and to be honest, like you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't even care. But like, I guess what I'm saying is that like if that point is true and if that is what happened, then Hoyoverse would have to do something about the fact that reruns don't sell. I don't know, man.
Best, then you are telling the Hoyoverse team that people are only interested in the best of the best, and you accelerate the power creep problem. Ellen Jo got buffed because a significant enough number of people voiced their frustrations with Ellen Jo's power and didn't just quietly abandon her when Miyabi took the stage.
That is true. That is true. But surely by me saying, hey, power creep has reached a point where any DPS character that you're thinking of pulling is probably not worth pulling if they're on a rerun. Surely that's the same thing as people complaining about Ellen.
The same goes for fans of Soldier Zero Ambi, as well as any future buffs that were a result of fans for a specific agent who refused to go quietly into the night. Don't get me wrong here, I like Average Luck Gamer and have a great deal of respect for him for his ability to constructively and composedly represent the ZZZ community.
I actually, that's a bit of glaze. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't ready for that. But like, it feels like right now we're like I don't know at this point. Like most of this video was like not even about my video, and now we're talking about the rerun thing and trying to put the blame on me for power creep. And I that ain't it.
I cannot
it ain't
see
me.
Recent and growing complaints of agent power creep as anything but hypocrisy when he turns around and does the typical content creator song and dance of selling players on newer and newer agents whom harbor the very power creep that he laments ZZZ is taking a direction in.
Okay, let's just hear that point again.
Don't get me wrong here, I like Average Luck Gamer and have a great deal of respect for him for his ability to constructively and composedly represent the ZZZ community, but I cannot see his recent and growing complaints of agent power creep as anything but hypocrisy when he turns around and does the typical content creator song and dance of selling players on newer and newer agents whom harbor the very power creep that he laments ZZZ is taking a direction in.
Yeah, that doesn't feel right to me. That's not what's happening. I think what's happening is like it's a very gentle downhill trend that's happening with Zenless Zone Zero. And like, I don't just make negative content about Zenless Zone Zero, but I do occasionally make negative content about Zenless Zone Zero. I call it out when things are bad. ZZ's endgame problem is way more complex than HP inflation. These Deadly Assault buffs are getting insane, as in like, it's bad. This is not good. That was the content of this video. Why does Deadly Assault feel less fun? Like attacking the boss situation of like me not enjoying the fight against the thrall, and then also like the original, like my honest thoughts on Zenless Zone Zero's endgame. Like I think that this is a natural trend. It's a natural trend for me to be like, okay, like power creep has reached a point where in all good conscience, I can't recommend that anyone should be pulling for rerunning DPS characters, like non-support characters. I don't think that that's a crazy thing to say. And I think it's a kind of crazy thing to say that it's my fault that the game has gotten to this state. I'm just saying, I'm just delivering the hard truth. ALG ruins ZZZ. Thanks, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, the never pull for reruns videos seemed more like a complaint against power creep and less like you were selling people on new agents. It was an almost ironic video. Yeah, honestly. Anyway, let's go back to the video. Yeah, I feel like this point, I feel like he kind of lost it a little bit here. I don't know, man. I feel like he kind of lost it a little bit here. I'll be honest.
harbor the very power creep that he laments ZZZ is taking a direction in. It's a conflict of interest where his channel growth and popularity from guide content.
So many creators can be described in this way, probably myself too. Did he say guide content? Am I a guide maker? Oh god. No, don't. Please, God, no.
Conflict of interest where his channel growth and popularity from guide content, account advice, and polling priorities clashes with his ideals and hopes for the future of the game. And to take a step back for a moment, it is a wider issue that runs so deep in every gacha community, where the lack of transformative content in these games funnels many creators into the same few forms of content creation. With
like, I see what he's trying to say, but like by the same logic, you would never talk about anything to do with a gacha game because you're advertising a gacha game. Do you know what I mean? Like it reaches a point where like basically you could argue that pretty much definitely every gacha content creator could be considered a hypocrite. Every gacha content creator could be considered a hypocrite because we're playing a game and having fun with the game, or else we wouldn't be playing the game. We're playing a game and we're having fun with the game, or else we wouldn't be playing it. Which means in some way we're kind of advertising it to an audience who might very well pick up the game and get hit by predatory practices, spend more money than they should. Do you know what I mean? MXZMNN. Thank you very much for the sub, much appreciated. Thank you for the sub for 2 months for the Prime, much appreciated. Why is he so serious about gacha game? I don't know, man. He just really likes it, I guess. Look, I'm gonna try. I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. I'm taking it from he's coming from a place of he also cares about the video game. I think he's just got a little bit muddled here at the end, if I'm totally honest with you. I take it we should probably talk after this react at this rate. I mean, I'm down if you are. I'm down if you are. Because also, like, if we're talking about, like, hypocrites in a gacha space, technically, then, yeah, like, if I'm a content creator and I'm like, oh, guys, like, you shouldn't spend your pulls on this character, I should take a stand on Ban Yue and say, look, Hoyoverse didn't do a good enough job with Ban Yue. He deserved better. I'm not going to do a pull stream for Ban Yue. Fuck Ban Yue. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's technically, that is what I probably, like, if I was taking a stand, that's what I should do. But you know what's going to happen, though? You guys would just go watch other people playing Ban Yue. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't care.
It is a wider issue that runs so deep in.
I wouldn't give the drama farmer the time of day. Look, I've watched other of Aricado's videos before. Like, he actually does provide good meta commentary. I wouldn't say that he's a drama farmer. That's not him. And even if he is, like, it doesn't matter to me. He's a dude who made a video about me, and he didn't start talking about me until like the 5th minute, and all of this stuff was mostly stuff that I would agree with anyway. For the most part, we kind of like, we maybe like poked holes in a couple of things, but most of it was like normal stuff.
Every gacha community, where the lack of transformative content in these games funnels many creators into the same few forms of content creation, with endgame and meta discussion being one of the most prominent ones, despite the fact that endgame content is played by a subset of the entire encompassing player base of any one of these games. If ALG truly were to do everything in his power to steer zzzero away from rampant power creep and a decline of older agent viability, then his content should reflect that and not steer players into that very direction.
Yeah, I see what he's saying, but at the same time, like, you can't make that video all of the time. People are just bored of it. And it's not my responsibility. I guess there's an element of I have inherited responsibility by being a loud voice in the zzzero space, but it's not up to me. Like, I've got the proof that Hoyoverse will not listen to me. And I've got the proof that I tried to unite the zzzero player base around a common goal when the endgame was getting absolutely dog shit, and all I got was fucking dog shit from the other side of the elitist ZZZ community. And I thought, fuck this. I'll just carry on making frothy videos about who should you pull. Like, there's no point fighting this battle. But that said, I still fight it every month. Deadly Assault is dog shit right now. The HP inflation is more complicated than that. This boss is bad. Like, but also I want to have fun and play my gacha game. How to unbrick a zzzero account. Like, this was fun. It was fun. Anyway. And nothing changed. We still got the AA buffs. Yep. That's my fault. Anyway. I'm reading into that a bit too much. It's not that serious? It's not. It's not. It's a video game.
It's having your cake and eating it too. Complaining about power creep, yet presenting the power creep as a gold rush that everyone needs to get in on. No.
I don't know if I did that. Maybe I should have been clearer in the video, though. Like, if that's the way it came across, even to one person, maybe I fucked up a little bit. If that's the way it came across, even to Aricado, maybe I fucked up a little bit. But I think what I am saying is, like, the power creep has reached a point where non-support agents probably just aren't pulling. And that's crazy. And that's crazy.
Into that very direction. It's having.
If you open your video with pull your waifu first, then it really isn't. I did, but I kind of turned it into a bit of a joke. Maybe, honestly, I actually started this video slightly differently because I started it with the reruns are bait. And I didn't start with this video is not for whales and dolphins. I think if I'd have done that, I'd have made it way clearer it was about waifus. But I did talk about waifus here, like within the first 30. Not worth it. The only reason that you should consider pulling on reruns is if you are waifu pulling. And if so, very based of you. But you have to... And then I already pointed out, but towards the end, I mentioned waifu pulling again and be like, you should build your teams around your waifu, blah, 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 blah. And that means that, you know, like, pull Jane when she comes back by all means. Yeah, sure. But then also... like, considering who you're going to run with Jane so that you can have a good time in endgame content and you can actually play her. What's the point of pulling her, you know?
Having your cake and eating it too. Complaining about power creep, yet presenting the power creep as a gold rush that everyone needs to get in on.
No.
Nowhere is this more problematic than his response to older agents getting buffed in the very same video.
But ALG, what about buffs? Yep, the zzzero development team have been known to buff some of their older units. They have done that. Indeed, they have. But what's the guarantee that a particular character is going to get a buff? So if your character that you're considering reruns, unless there's already an announced buff for that particular character, I honestly wouldn't consider it. I would. So to be clear, I guess what I'm saying is if they haven't fixed your wait, why am I like that? Oh no, I'm here. Oh, look, I thought I was anyway, it doesn't matter. Let me take it back. Let me hear the buff thing again. I lost what I was saying. The guarantee that a particular character is going to get a buff. So if your character that you're considering reruns, unless there's already an announced buff for that particular character, I honestly wouldn't consider it. I would honestly just press pause and just wait until something is confirmed while you could potentially pull for them, or honestly just draw a line under it and not consider it.
So
I wonder what he's going to say here, because surely that's just good advice, right? I mean, again, you can take the advice or you can not take the advice. By the way, you can do whatever you want. But and I always phrase it as advice. I phrase it as advice there. I think what you should do is this, because that's all it is. It's just my opinion. But I guess what I'm gonna say is, like, I don't see how there's anything wrong with what I said there. If Qingyi is rerunning and she doesn't get an announced buff, if you pull Qingyi, I'm sorry, you're a dumbass. Don't pull it on a hypothetical situation where potentially Qingyi will get buffed. That's just stupid. Maybe Qingyi will get better. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. There's no guarantee. Just don't base your life on a maybe. You just draw a line under it and not consider it.
So, Average Luck Gamer doesn't like the direction zzzero endgame is going because of the rampant power creep and laments older characters no longer being as viable. Yet at
That's true.
the same time, will tell people to only focus on the newest, shiniest agent, never pull reruns unless they are the most broken of supports, and never even consider reruns unless the ZZZ team outright confirms an agent buff, which
That is pretty much what I said. Yep. I don't think that's too crazy. I feel like he's trying to he's trying to make it sound crazy. It doesn't sound crazy. What happened to waifu over meta? Yeah, I mean, waifu over meta first. Always waifu over meta. But then, you know, after you pulled your waifu, and now you actually want to clear endgame content, you know, let's say, you know, I used the example earlier. Let's say you pulled Jane. Who are you going to pull so you can clear with Jane? Okay, you're going to pull Yuzuha and you're going to pull Vivian. So when we get one of the Angels of Delusion agents turns out to be an anomaly support, a different anomaly support to Yuzuha, but maybe she works better with like ether anomalies or something. So it gives Vivian an indirect buff, but it also buffs like one of the other Angels of Delusion. Maybe what you then do is you pull that character and the other Angels of Delusion anomaly character, and then you pull them and you run them with Jane. But anyway, yeah, like I feel like he's laying out the point, and it still kind of makes perfect sense to me.
never even consider reruns unless the ZZZ team outright confirms an agent buff, which itself requires development time and quality assurance testing for agents that ALG is telling you will have no value in, and to focus on the new agents for being better, which will further incentivize Hoyoverse to only focus on the bigger and the better.
No, it'll... Is this crazy? If people stop pulling reruns, they'll have to fix the rerunning characters. I don't think that's crazy at all. Like, genuinely, if people just stopped pulling reruns, it wouldn't mean that Hoyoverse double down on the new characters. It'll mean that they start looking at, why aren't we selling any of these rerunning characters? Oh yeah, because they're shit. And then they'll fix the fact that their old characters are shit. If bro is villainizing you like crazy, yeah, it feels a bit like it. I'm not gonna lie. It does feel a little bit like it.
which will further incentivize Hoyoverse to only focus on the bigger and the better. Power creep bad, but also only pull for the power creep. Oh boy.
No, power creep bad. Okay, right, hear me out. Oh boy, power creep is bad. I'm gonna stick it to the man by pulling Ellen and Hugo this patch. Ha! That'll teach them. Fuck you guys. They'll never see me coming. Easy clapper. No! You pull the new characters. Like, why is this complicated? It's not that's not complicated at all. Like, just pull the new ones. They're pretty good. Ellen and Hugo are cooked. Ay, ay, ay. You sure showed them by pulling Ellen and Hugo. Oh, buddy. And then what? And oh no, shit. I can't clear with my Ellen. Bro. Oh no, I can't clear with my Ellen. You know what'll show him? You know what'll show him? Is bringing Ellen up to Idari's level. How do I do that? It's easy actually. You pull the engine. And then you pull maybe 4 copies of Ellen. Yeah. Maybe M4. Maybe M4. Yeah. That seems fair. Yeah. That'll show him. That'll really show him. Ha! Hoyoverse. They thought they got me. I'm smart. M6 Ellen still wouldn't match. Yeah, so funny. Stick it to them. Stick it to them. They'll those cheeky so-and-sos. They thought they had me. They thought they had me pulling Idari. Pfft. I'm just gonna M6 my Ellen. Easy clap. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this one, boys. I don't know about this one. Ooh-wee. Should we look at the comments? Yeah, I don't think I really had a bad take. And I don't know why I'm being made a martyr for hypocrisy in the gacha space. When the entire gacha space is by its very nature hypocritical. Because we talk about gacha games, we criticize them when they are bad, and yet we still play them. Because we like them. We like the dopamine hit. We enjoy the combat. We like pulling for characters. We're gamblers. Like, it's just... I can still like a thing and recognize where it has problems. Love your YouTube videos, bro. Thanks for dropping in, man. Much appreciated. Anyway, what do the comments say? I just pull whoever I want, waifus over meta. And I've said that a lot. I will continue to say that a lot. Failed to get on this, wait months for a rerun. Managed to get on a rerun and not because enough for Alex. Fully invested on Yanagi to make it work, despite the lack of a good matchup. Embrace what makes your zone zero goes endless. Nice. Look, also, if Hoyoverse don't want to fix the problem with power creep, I guess, if Hoyoverse don't want to fix the problem with power creep, they could just make them worth less. The best advice to keep clearing content is to pull new agent. Isn't that just obvious fact? I think so too. Aricado asked if you wanted to talk. Yeah, I'm down to talk. I'm down to talk. Let me just see if my call thing is working on Discord. It might be working. It might not. I don't know. Let me go big. We'll get Aricado on call. Let me see. I'll DM him first and see if he wants to come on. Okay. It's happening.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? I'm just seeing if my call thing is working. It is working.
Hey,
you're on screen. Hello.
Hey, I'm doing fine.
How's it going? Did you watch the react?
The react? Yeah, no, I was in the live. I've been in the live the whole time, like about like maybe a minute into the video.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm a bit.
What
do I have your consent to record this in
You
case
do?
I want to use it for later for something?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. If you see anything from like either of your chats that they want to ask me of something, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, yeah. Like, guys, just to be clear though, off the rip, I'll say that we might just ignore chat for like 5-10 minutes, hash out for a second, and then we'll maybe take questions and stuff.
Okay, let me get this recording going. Hello, just doing a live chat with ALG. He just recently reacted to my video just a few minutes ago, and curious if I wanted to have a conversation with me about some of the takes I had to say.
Yeah. Hello, it's me. It is I,
me,
Average.gamer.
Yeah, I'm gonna just turn you up a little tad in Discord. Okay, there we go. Have you seen any of my me live on like any of my streams potentially?
Not really. I feel like I've seen that you have been live, but I've not really caught any. Why?
Okay, because I need to preface, I can't articulate live worth shit. So if there's like massive pauses or me stuttering all the time, then you'll know why I go by a script 99% of the time.
Okay.
Just prefacing that.
Yeah. All right. Sure. But anyway, I guess I guess the reason we're on call is you said let's maybe catch up after I reacted to the video. So I reacted to the video, and now we're here. I'll be honest, it felt like 5 minutes of the video wasn't about me, and then the remaining few minutes kind of felt like you got lost in the sauce, if I'm honest. And it felt like you went in a direction of an argument that I was never making, and blaming me for the power creep in Zenless Zone Zero.
I will admit, having like another perspective of a live perspective of someone who looked at my video, I can understand where you're coming from when you suggest that I was being very incendiary and hostile. And no, yeah, I can completely understand that. Despite being like on the other side of this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think for a second, like what the specific, what did I say exactly like that initially like triggered this? Because I'm just trying to recall right now. Right. About how I said that you're potentially providing a reward incentive to Hoyoverse to focus on. No. It's the idea that you're the one that pushes people or creates like this weird hive mind scenario where if ALG says only pull reruns, then we will only pull the reruns, and then Hoyoverse recognizes that. Is that correct?
Yeah, roughly speaking. Yeah.
So I wasn't my intention wasn't necessarily to like suggest that it's like this weird hive mind dynamic. I was just more so the idea that it's one more individual like higher up in like the content creation space for like this specific gacha game who fosters this kind of culture of focusing on end game content. Would you say that's fair? Am I making sense with that point?
What, like, because I focus on endgame content, sorry, what was the point? Because I focus on endgame content, what was the point? Sorry.
Okay, sorry, it's shit. Let me think about this for a second. So it's not that you're the one who's leading the charge per se on this, and that Hoyoverse is listening to you directly, but it's specifically that you help to kind of create this trend, this idea, or this focus.
This focus on meta content, or pulling for meta, or perceived meta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I do agree. Of course, I watched you all the way back when like you first started making YouTube videos, and you definitely you have your equal share of like talking about like waifus and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can see that. I recognize that.
Yeah, and I think the thing is that like I think a lot of the time, a lot of my like, not arguments, but a lot of like the places I come from when I'm making these videos is I'm kind of thinking about it from the perspective of the player who doesn't have a lot of resources and trying to get them the most bang for their buck. And if I'm totally honest, in this particular video that I made, I mentioned you should pull for waifu first twice, and then I put it on screen at one point as well. So as much as it is a meta commentary that the way that the power creep is going in Zenless Zone Zero is kind of scary, it's going very fast. If you're not pulling for like a really good support character, and maybe when Astra comes back, she may or may not be a really good support character, who actually fucking knows. then what are you pulling? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree with you on that. I think 2.4. I've had my own pain points with 2.4.
yeah, and
Like people can go back to the live stream that I did when the Shu defense rotated over with Azolde and Hightor, and they saw that I had my own struggles. Now, granted, some of the more dedicated players will probably recognize that I have a unbuilt level 1 Pawn U and say, oh, well, you just don't have your Pawn U built, so that's probably why you were struggling against the Hator, which in turn gave you less time to fight the Azolde fight. So, I'm not necessarily one you want to like take meta discussions from either in quite a few situations. That's why I do my best to not like tackle meta discussion from like straight up numbers, and I try to focus more so on like mechanics and matchups.
yeah, I mean to be honest, that's mostly the way I come from it as well in terms of like matchups and mechanics. But yeah, I guess the thing for me, when watching the video and reacting to the video, and the bit where I did tilt a little bit, if I'm totally honest, is where I felt like you were kind of putting the blame on me for pushing. It felt like you were saying that I was saying that this was okay, when I've been very clear that this is not okay.
I understand, and I actually agree. I actually can agree from the idea that, from your perspective, that it did very much come off as finger pointing. I guess maybe I didn't do a good job of emphasizing that it's not necessarily just you alone specifically. It's more so like a common thought process. So maybe in the video I should have like adjusted my word choice and specifically talk about how it's a common thought process that a lot of people in this space have, and it's not necessarily an incorrect one to have, because it's formed based off a set of circumstances that have been on the rise recently.
But do we not also think that the point that you made around, if we didn't pull for rerun characters, your point would be that would encourage Hoyoverse to double down on making stronger characters. But my counterpoint to that is, surely if we didn't pull rerun characters, they would have to fix the fact that their old characters aren't worth pulling on reruns.
I'll admit that talking point is definitely like a glass half full, glass half empty kind of thing. If in my personal opinion,
okay, yeah.
I think it would go one way. You think it would go another. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, sure. If you disagree with me on that point, then yeah, sure. And it's okay.
You know,
to disagree,
we also had to just take into account, like, while I think you and I can both agree that the ZZZ team has definitely done the most to be the least Hoyoverse-esque, quote unquote, subsection of the Hoyoverse like company, but we nonetheless do have to take that into account. Like I've pushed back quite a few times on the idea that because ZZZ and the ZZZ team are like part of Hoyoverse, that they're just going to make the same mistakes at one point or another that are of Hoyoverse, and we're starting to see some of that. But I still want to be I still want to be hopeful in some regards that will not be entirely the case. But I also unfortunately just kind of have to recognize that sometimes that direction just happens anyway.
Yeah, I think to that point as well, it's like, as much as the direct developers of the game may very well feel that way, it's not always direct. It's not always up to them. I made a point.
There's office politics for that.
Yeah,
office politics of that.
I made a point in one of my videos recently about Banyue that, you know, it's weird that they keep running the Void Hunters before the men. Do the Zenless Zone developers really just hate men? It's probably not that the Zenless Zone Zero developers hate men. It's probably just that someone who's higher up the chain is making a decision to put the men before the Void Hunters because they don't think that the men are going to sell well. Yeah, go on.
You finish?
No, yeah, I'm finished.
I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Well, I've said it before, like a couple times, that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But very very recently, I watched Jazzroy. Do you know who Jazzroy is? Like, I think he's an up and comer.
Yeah.
He put out like a men don't sell conversation, and when I was reacting to it, like like out of like the very very small handful of videos that I react to live with my brother, I was immediately reminded of a quote from, I think it was like the art director or the game director for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with Monolith Software, where it was an excerpt where the guy basically said, are you familiar with Xenoblade 2?
No.
in Xenoblade 2, it is like a solo MMO like RPG experience. And the 5 main party members you get throughout the game, there are resources in the game that let you literally gacha pull, but you don't spend money in the game at all. You can't spend money at all in Xenoblade 2 for like microtransactions. You gacha pull for these characters called blades, who then act as like the foundation for like your character's kit and like their abilities and how they will like pair with your other party members that you have deployed. Specifically, there was controversy with Xenoblade 2 because of like the weird sexualization and like the art direction for like these blades, because every single one of those blades you could pull for, their design was done by like freelance artists. Every single one of them put out their own design, and it's only like the main characters of the story of Xenoblade 2 that are done in-house by like the main art director. And in an interview, the person was like, the art director or somebody was trying to explain how they ended up with so many hypersexualized women. And he basically said, we gave the freelance artists like a list of like bullet points that they want them to follow. But then from then on, it was up to them. And they all like an overwhelming number of them just came back and just gave us women. It's like, okay. Like it's a plausible deniability situation. And I think that's kind of that might be how I feel with the ZZZ team, is not necessarily that they hate men, it's just that they really like women.
Okay. Yeah, I think they do.
Might have gone off track.
Yeah, a little bit. But that's
the releasing. Were you talking about releasing men before Void Hunter patches?
I don't really remember what I was talking about. Yeah. But yeah, we were talking about that actually. Yeah, we were.
I kind of hit a wall after that.
No, that's okay.
I'm being honest.
Okay. But
look,
I
don't curate my comments, by the way. So if you're like scrolling down and seeing some stuff, if you're seeing stuff you don't like, I can like take care of that for you if you want me.
No,
to.
I don't care. People can say what they want about me. That's not a problem. Okay. But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that like, yeah, like. I'm just going to tell you the way the video came across to me, as there was 5 minutes of stuff that I kind of mostly agreed with. There was like a couple of points where I was like, eh. And then after that, it felt like I was being finger pointed at as a hypocrite in the gacha space, which, to be honest, we kind of all probably are, because realistically, like I said,
hell yeah, brother, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, like I said, like as a gamer who enjoys playing gacha games, like the smartest thing to do and the smartest thing to tell people to do about gacha games is to not play gacha games. But the reality is that we have an audience who plays the same gacha game. So it's either we deliver the advice or we don't. And I think that the advice that I delivered was fair. And I think that the outcome that would come, the only possible outcome, well, the way that I see it is the outcome that would come from the other side of that is that if there is a problem with old characters being kind of ass, then Hoyoverse will eventually need to fix that problem.
You mentioned while reacting, specifically how you felt like you didn't really you can't really like keep covering the same like talking points over and over from like new video to new video.
True.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Have you considered for me personally with 2.4, I haven't had a chance to play with this. I haven't had a chance to play the story because I'm waiting for the voices to be added in, and I will probably keep waiting until that happens, even if like 2.5 comes out. And I also I'm not really enjoying like the rotations on the end game right now. So what I've done right now is I've shifted my focus to playing like Stella Sora and Girls Frontline 2, and I also just picked up Do It Night Abyss a few days ago. Which, cool. By the way, if we're talking about hypocrisy, I literally bitched about something that happens to a character in the story of Do It Night Abyss, and then I proceeded to spend a shit ton of money trying to get a specific character and their weapon anyway. So I'm not gonna get on a pedestal and say I'm not hypocritical when I absolutely fucking am.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that at a baseline, all gacha creators kind of have to be, because like we understand that there are huge problems with the games that we play, but we enjoy the dopamine hit of playing those games so much that we're willing to forgive it some of those problems. And I guess
Anyway, what was it?
yeah, anyway, get
Sorry.
back on topic though. Yeah, I can't remember
So-
where we were.
What I was just trying to say is that I'm unsatisfied right now with 2.4, but instead of like now I could complain about, I'm not, if you want to complain about, if anyone wants to complain about 2.4 in like a video format, that's fine. I'm personally just making the decision, and I realize this might make me sound like I'm coming off as this like superior person. I'm not trying to come off as like saying I'm superior. I'm just playing other stuff right now, and I'm just covering other stuff. And I will admit as someone who isn't doing this as like a job, or as like some sort of like with some financial incentive to do so, that I do kind of have like that comfort and leeway to just kind of go in that direction if I want. You know, if I want to make a GFL2 video, I can make a GFL2 video. If I want to make a Sorta video, I can make a Sorta video. So I will admit that I can't really relate to people like you, people like Kete, and so on and so forth, and EO, about how maybe you guys just kind of wish it would be easier if you could just maybe dial back ZZZ content and focus on something else.
I mean,
but if you want to critique the game, then that's you're more than welcome to. I critique ZZZ plenty of times. I'm kind of like, I don't have that much gas in the tank right now for ZZZ.
I think that's fair, but yeah, like to that point though, like, yeah, I mean, I'm considering the idea of also covering Arknight's Enfield, but
I wish you the best in that.
Yeah, I don't know if I will or not, because I kind of like, I've been playing the beta a little bit, but we'll see what happens. But like for me, the main problem I have is time. Like you mentioned, like, you know, I don't do this full time. I have a full-time job that's pretty good.
Oh damn! I thought you were doing a pretty good job here.
No,
I'm surprised you're not. I'm surprised you're not.
I have a kid. I don't have much time. I literally like, this is my hobby. This is all I do for my hobby. I guess what I'm saying is that like, it's a little bit scary, like the idea of switching games or something. But if I'm totally honest, like, as much as I critique ZZZ, I still love it. And
I love it too. I love it too.
And I don't think that'll ever change. I like just the way that the combat feels is just, I feel like I can't get it anywhere else. I can't get it in Gacha or outside.
It's the animation, it's the sound design, it's the fluidity, it's the aesthetic of the world. Yeah,
exactly right. Yeah, and there's a part of me that feels like, as much as like, and it comes back to that thing I mentioned earlier, it's like time. Like, if I wanted to start another gacha game, and considering my content is, I know I laughed at the idea of me being a guide maker, but my content is like guide adjacent. You know, who should you pull? Should you pull for this character? What's the value of
yeah,
this?
that's like buyer's guide content.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the closest comparison is like guide content, right? So I guess what I'm saying is that like, for me to like try and get into another game is also like a huge time investment for me to get into a position where I could make similar content about that game. So yeah, like,
I think
it's just probably not going to happen in the foreseeable future.
I think I honestly, I had a realization, like literally maybe like a few minutes when I jumped in, and like then we got to the section where I was talking about you. I think I might have just had this realization just now. I think maybe I hang out too much around Foxhole's community, because Foxhole's very has been very critical of you, and he has quite a lot of disagreements about you.
Really? I have no idea about that.
Like his rerun video. So when he
I don't want it to
video,
turn into hearsay or you saying Foxhole said XYZ about me or something. But yeah, I'm just saying that he has his own opinions about like character viability. So yeah, I'll try to refrain from too much hearsay. Yeah, I guess I don't want it to turn into like you saying something that you regret because you're dropping Foxhole in it or something. And also like if he has a problem with me, he could say it to my face, but I don't think he would.
No, I think the three of us can like understand, even if I say something. So, are you okay with maybe like me just saying just a little bit?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Like he's So Fox Soul's like side of like the ZZZ community is very much like the very hardcore side who's willing to do whatever they can to try and like make characters work. Like he even has like a section where like he lets his viewers like post their videos about like their clears, and you can see like different varying degrees of like account investment and like personal like monetary investment and stuff like that. And so these people are absolutely willing to have like be like the do or die based on like skill expression. And I'm going to safely assume that you ALG, you kind of lean more towards like account investment rather than skill expression when it comes to end game progress.
I mean, there's definitely both, but I do think there's definitely both.
They lean very hard into like that focusing on skill expression.
Yeah, I think there's definitely stuff to be said for both sides, but yeah, I think I'm probably more on the side of account investment. You are never going to find me clearing with Billy. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I only used Billy once, and that was just for like 10 seconds on a shitpost where I just ran him into a mob at level 1 and he died.
Anyway, what was the point?
The point is I think part of the reason why my script and like what I said came off as incendiary is maybe I think I'm a bit too comfortable with kind of being around Fox Soul's community who likes to voice their own opinions about people, whether it be like sensitive or insensitive or not.
Okay.
So maybe I need to like dial myself back and maybe focus more so and hang around like other people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like
I think definitely that kind of environment that environment has definitely rubbed off on me, because before I went on a 2-month hiatus from content creation, I was not planning on coming back, if I was entirely honest. Before I left content creation for 2 months, I had the role in Fox Soul's server that let me be a part of like his drama channel, and there's no filters, no restraint in that drama channel, and I guess I was just consuming that stuff too much and it rubbed off on me.
I guess like I don't want to say this, but like yeah, like I definitely lean more on the account investment side for sure, but I also I spend most of my stream time logging into other people's accounts and clearing for them. I'm not bad at the game by any means, but yeah, someone just said it in my chat, and I feel like I should call it out. Like when I log in and someone can't clear but they have the right characters and they have the right teams and they're running into the right boss, I'll try and talk through my thought process while I'm doing what I'm doing so that they can understand why I'm doing what I'm doing instead of telling them that they're bad. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think to me that feels like the right approach. But I also kind of have to say as well, it does feel a little bit like you're trying to pass the buck a little bit, pass the blame, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
These are decisions that you made.
I can see what you mean. My word choice definitely did not give a lot of like leeway for that. Yeah. Or for interpretation.
Maybe that was a bit too firm for me to say that, but
no, that's fine. I'm not one for tiptoeing around here.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't want to end the call and be like, maybe he should have just. I mean, you kind of did own up to it a little bit, but then also, you know, like.
I guess I did just kind of displace accountability there for a moment on like Fox Soul's community didn't I? I really did just do that.
A little bit, yeah. And I don't know. I don't know. Me and that guy never talked.
If I did a lot, I did a lot.
Which is why I was like, don't. Yeah. Which is why initially I was like, don't bring it up, because I don't want any beef with anyone. But anyway, yeah. You did say, someone's pointing out you're not great with your speech, but yeah, and I don't want to put you on the spot anymore. So, but I think it's been a good chat. I think we talked it through. I think, you know, we can think differently about the way that Hoyoverse will potentially approach the endgame content in ZZZ. As in, like, if people didn't pull for reruns, you think they would double down on the newer characters, and I think they would probably fix the issue with the older characters. But we can agree to disagree on that.
I'm gonna quickly like pull up my own video. I'm gonna make a pinned comment just for a second. I'm just gonna say something along the lines of I had a chat.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna say I've had a chat with ALG about this situation. Don't go talking to him about this. We've settled it. That sounds fine, yeah?
Yeah, that sounds fine to me. But I also, like, completely from my end as well, and I know that there's a lot of people watching this. I think if the react to this gets posted as a video, it'll maybe just include a tiny excerpt at the end of this, just saying that we've kind of buried the hatchet and we're chill with each other.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the way I finish a video.
Not exactly, in retrospective, not exactly what I had in mind for my first like live discussion with you, but I guess, you don't really get to choose this stuff. It just kind of happens.
I'm sure there will people. Yeah, like
I'm sure there will be some people in chat saying, well, you just simply could have just had like a reasonable. You could just have had shit. Some people in chat, I'm sure, would say, well, you could have just had a live discussion with him without making this video. And yeah, no, I would agree with them in that regard. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think as well, like,
I've gotten a lot of people asking me to collab, and I don't know why. I just don't really feel like doing that. I feel like just kind of putting my thoughts out there in video format, and then like come hell or high water, just the response afterwards.
Yeah, I know, but I guess when you put your thoughts out there and it's like a response to someone else's video, you got to like. There's always the idea that someone is probably going to watch that and then react to it, and then we're going to talk about it, or we're not going to, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be something that follows this up, because I it's not that I wouldn't just ignore this if I didn't think it was at all interesting at all, but like in the title, I didn't watch the video. It says responding to average gamers video. I was like, well, I have to watch this. But yeah, I wish it was under better circumstances, but I'm glad we got to chat anyway. And again, like, no hard feelings on my side. Guys, like, in chat who are here, very chill, very cool. We're cool with Aricado, no problems. I agreed with like most of the video, and then yeah, we've kind of already hashed out what happened at the end of the video.
I mean, if they have some disagreements, or like maybe even possibly like hold animosity towards me for this video, then that's fine. They're welcome to have that. They're welcome to have that opinion.
Yeah.
We're not going to. There's not many things that most people will agree on in terms of like not just like opinions, but also like delivery of said opinions. And there are definitely times, especially before I left content creation for 2 months, that where my delivery of opinions have definitely gotten me in hot water plenty of times.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got to hash it out. But anyway,
I think I'm doing a much better job since I come back. I still definitely have like some quirks and niches that need to be worked out, and I'm hoping just with time and with making mistakes and learning from mistakes that I can shape into the kind of creator, the kind of person I want to be.
Yeah, and look, I'm not coming at this from a position of saying that I'm perfect, and to be honest with you, I think I addressed it a couple of times in the react, and maybe also during this conversation. I probably should have been clearer. Hey, waifu over meta always first, but I kind of just made a couple of quick jokes about it, and then I moved on to the main meat of the conversation. But I probably should have talked about that a lot more, and then I also probably should have made clearer what I think is going to happen if we did do reruns in the future, which probably would have helped with the second half of your video. But anyway,
I guess I'm also just kind of worried that they could always just never rerun those characters ever again. I do agree with you, by the way. I do agree with you, by the way, about what you just briefly said like a moment ago before we got in call, about how the idea that they could just simply depreciate the value of the characters and make them more accessible, like how Honkai Star Rail does it, where you can swap out 50/50 losses.
Yeah, I think it was one of your comments that I saw that kind of like sparked the idea. I can't remember exactly which one it was. I don't know if it said it directly or it was close to what I thought. But yeah, as much as I agree with the idea of just simply depreciating the value of the characters, I'm kind of worried, like, if that happens, then that means those characters would effectively just get abandoned. Like,
characters like Blade or Fu Zhuan in Honkai Star Rail, like I don't think they'll ever get like any like tender loving care because they've just been moved to like the standard pool of you can swap out your 50/50 losses for these characters, and so now that they're faux standard characters, we don't have to do anything about them.
Yeah.
Now, granted, ZZZ is buffing standard units like Soldier 0, Soldier 11, so there's hope. That's just kind of the thing is that as like viewers, players, and creators, we have like so little information that there's like this hysteria that just goes around and just kind of consumes all of us, really.
Yeah. Cool, but anyway,
that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, it's been a good chat. So yeah, thanks very much for your time and thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on.
I enjoyed it.
But yeah, it was good to catch up. But we should do it at some point and not because you made a video calling me a hypocrite at some time.
Absolutely. absolutely.
Anyway, thanks for catching up.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later. Bye.
See ya, ALG.
Bye. I think that could have gone a whole lot worse. Yeah, it was a bit I felt like as well, I would have felt really, really uncomfortable if I'd have said something along the lines of, you know what I'm going to say, like, if I'd have said something along the lines of, oh, where's my, oh shit, I've closed everything down, my bad. If I'd have said something along the lines of, it felt like he was dodging a bit of the accountability at the end. If I'd have said something like that right at the end, or like not to him directly, I would have felt really bad. But I also just, so I felt like I kind of had to say something, but maybe I didn't. Maybe that was too firm. I feel like he's got. I feel like he's, I don't know, I don't want to, I feel like he's learning, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think he has bad intentions, it's just said something he didn't mean. Yeah, and I think, to be honest, his point of the reruns would mean that Hoyoverse double down on what they've got. I mean, he's right. I have no guarantee that Hoyoverse wouldn't do that, if that wouldn't do what I think they're going to do, for example. So there is a chance that he's right about that, and I'm wrong, I guess. But there's another part of me that thinks, like, he could have done that whole thing without mentioning me, you know? So I don't know. Do you understand how the community views you? Your words have more weight than most, and people feel the need to respond to you. I don't know if that's true. And if it is true, it shouldn't be. I'm a dumb gacha player, okay? Like if I was smart, I'd be playing. I'd be making. I don't know. I'd be making content on something else. I wouldn't be making content on ZZZ. I love how Corpo ALG is showing. Really? Was that Corpo ALG? We need to react to the idols, by the way, boys. You'd be drama farming for views? I mean, honestly, though, that's probably why. So I was thinking that I was going to upload that react to Aricado's video as a video, but I'm now really toying with the idea of whether or not I do it or not, because actually I just don't know if I want to invite the drama. But then there is also a part of me that thinks that people who watch YouTube videos and don't watch streams would just never know that I addressed what he said about me. So what I might do is I might edit it in a way where I do the react, but then I also show that me and Aricado had a chat afterwards and everything was chill. Do you know what I mean? The idol video is obviously this will get turned into a video, the idol thing. Just do a we hashed it out video. Yeah, but like that's just feeding drama, I guess. Whereas making a react video to what he said is like, look, let me give a little bit more context on why you shouldn't pull for reruns. Do you know what I mean? Of course you have Idari's M6. Of course I do. We need to do DA on my account, by the way, boys. People generally find it harder to be assholes in person. It can be starkly different speaking to someone face to face than through chat messages, email. Also totally true, yeah. I also think that was why it was really hard for me to be like, I feel like you're dodging accountability a little bit here. And trying to say that in a nice way to his face. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm maybe a little bit too firm. But like I said, I didn't want to say it afterwards and then not have said it to him. So that was like the hardest part of it, I think. What ZZZ is even about? What the hell is even that? No drama, just boobs and asses, please. Let's go. Anyway, how much water does that jug of yours hold? It holds... Oh, it used to have numbers on it, but it's gone now. It's faded off. I've watched it too many times. Eggies! Thank you for the $5. I found a 3D print design for an Idari figure. Any chance you have a PO box I could send it to after I print it and paint it? Yo, that's so sick. We could use it. We could use it like for part of the stuff that goes behind me. We're going to do the Amazon stream in January, Eggies. I don't know if you hear when I said it. The ALG glaze in chat is crazy. It is crazy. I don't know why everyone's being so nice. When's the next ass power creep? That's a good question. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to start a new recording. And then we're going to talk about the idols, okay? We're moving on. Idols have been announced, okay? We're moving on now to idols. It's idols time. Okay. Okay. So, this video is not for whales and dolphins. It's for you because you might be looking at the idols. And guess what, boys? We actually got the announcement. The idols are coming maybe in 2.6. It's not in 2.5. Because we know that we're getting Ye Shunguang and we're getting Zhao, but maybe in 2.6, we're going to be getting the idols. And that's kind of interesting. It could be later, of course. Like, there's no announcement. But what we're going to do is let's watch this whole video, and then we'll chat a whole bunch about what we think about these idols. Now, let's go from the beginning. I don't know if there's anything super relevant.
Every chosen heir of the Qingming sword is expected to become a hero. Tread carefully. One step further and you may shed your mortal sins. But the gate to the final domain does not open without refinement.
The strongest bond between people is always value, isn't it?
Oh my god, the way she runs is amazing.
You want, and you give me what I want.
Okay, Zhao's pretty cute. Zhao is pretty cute. Oh, I left the music on. I'm such a dumbass. Zhao is pretty cute.
It was all a lie from the start. We never had a choice.
I'm not fighting alone. From within this sword, many others are fighting beside me.
That's sick.
The more noble the
I mean,
the uglier the truth behind.
it's just Ye Shunguang, but oh, boys, are we excited? I'm excited for Ye Shunguang. Oh my god. Durkamai, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated to the Prime. New month, new sub. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 9 months, dude. 9 months of remembering to send your Prime. 07s. Thank you. Bricked up. That's a really British expression, right? Bricked up is a British expression. But anyway, let's carry on.
One instant, 1,000 visions.
Okay, honestly, I might just start the react here, genuinely, because like that's. I mean, it was cool, but it was all just like I feel like we'd seen it all anyway. Ooh. Did we get names? Is that it? Wow, that's short. Wow, that's short. Okay. We've got Arya. and Nangong Yu. They changed the names. They changed the names. What's this one? Wasn't this meant to be Chinatsu? That doesn't look like Chinatsu. Nangong Yu used to be Rokido or something, and then this one was Yutane. So they've changed the names, which is fine. They've changed the names, which is fine. But yeah, interesting. Rokudo, that's it. Yeah. Either that or they've got stage names. Oh, that's a good point. It could be that they've still got stage names. That's true. Okay. But interestingly, I don't think that this really tells us anything. Genuinely, I think the most exciting thing about this is knowing that the idols are in fact actually coming. Let's just see this again and see if there's any clues. Like, because this is the one, there was pre-release artwork of this one transforming into a robot. So this is her in the girl form. I wonder if the robot is still a key feature of her kit. Definitely nothing confirmed based on what we have here. That's it. Oh. Wait. Oh, cool. So she's got a defibrillator. She's a medic. Got it. Genuinely, I thought she would be a little bit standoffish. You know what I mean? Like tsundere type. But she looks like she's quite happy to be in the picture. I don't think we're really getting too much new info from this, but they are cute. Honestly, it's not my kind of faction. I'm going to be honest. I thought she'd be kudere. Waifu Peninsula. Oh, that's actually a great point. We could very well be out of Waifu Peninsula. We might be back home on 6th Street. Wait, what is this surrounding? Hang on, can we go back? Is that like a music shop? Yeah, look, there's guitars up here. This is like a new environment for sure. Let's see the bit where Belle has the camera. 2 secs. We'll go back a little bit. Like a studio? Maybe. Live bar. Hang on. It doesn't look like a studio because it's got like a, so it's like a music bar or something, kind of like the Reverb Underground, but it's like more, you know, bar-y. Can't wait to pull reruns instead of the idols. Thank you for the $2, Eggies. Yeah, so if Belle's wearing regular outfit, maybe this becomes part of like 6th Street kind of area. So we're out of Waifu Peninsula, which would be nice. I'm just seeing what we can see in the background here. It looks like not much. Yeah, it doesn't look... It looks like this is going to be like a new environment. Maybe like a music-themed bar. From a design perspective, I like the pink-haired one the most, I think. But honestly, I don't really... yeah. None of them are really floating my boat, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's all she get. That's all we get. Yeah, maybe that's the most interesting thing about it. So you can see the new environment, but it's not that crazy. The defibrillators. Then Angels of Delusion. Welcome to New Eridu. There's not really any other clues here other than the stars. Yeah, I guess we don't really know anything. Based on look and feel, I have no idea what we're expecting from these ones. I think in the pre-release that was made official, this one had she had a megaphone, and I would think that the megaphone would mean that she's some kind of supporter. This one had like flails, like giant maces almost. So I would think that that would mean that she might be a stunner. And this one transforms into a robot. So who fucking knows? These guys' design stuck. They should have done some magical... I don't think the designs are bad. It's just... It's definitely not my thing. They've all got this weird star aesthetic on them, which seems to be like their logo. She's got it on her head. She's got it on her dress. She's got it on her hair here. Yeah. I honestly think from a like, and I don't want what I'm going to say here to be taken out of context and be like, oh, Metaslave ALG, oh my god, Metaslave ALG. From a design perspective, I'm not like, because I remember like the first time I saw Idari, I was like, holy tits and ass, I'm pulling it. Whereas for these, I'm like, nah, I'm not. Like, but if one of them turns out to be like, if she's, I don't know, like an attacker support and she's Astra power creep, if Astra's going to rerun in 2.5, Lamau, then I'll probably pull for this one. Do you know what I mean? There's at least one I'll pull. Interesting. No tits, no ass, no sale. I mean, yeah, like, but yeah, like I again, don't confuse what I'm saying with like meta slaveness. But if one of these is a broken ass support, I'll probably pull. But from a design perspective, I'm not really super down. The design I like the most is the pink hair. I'm seeing a lot of this one in chat, Rokudo or New. What's her name now? Nangong Yu. This one. She seems pretty popular, but yeah, interesting. Guys, honestly, I'm glad we have seen the Angels of Delusion. I'm glad for Angels of Delusion wanters that they are going to get Angels of Delusion. But honestly, I'm not sold based on the designs. I kind of hope. I kind of hope I get like a patch. Honestly, let's watch Zhao again. Zhao running is great. Hang on, let's see.
What I want.
Oh wait, where was Zhao running? It's here.
People is always value, isn't it?
That is great. It is good. It's very funny.
I give you what you want, and you give me what I want.
Anyway, interesting. Are they all 5s or one's a 4-star? That's a good question. Considering that I feel like that there's quite a bit of hype around their designs, I think they'll all be 5 stars. But I think early on, people were saying that maybe this one could be like an A rank, like a 4-star equivalent. But I don't know, man. I feel like considering the amount of effort they're putting into like hyping them up, I think they'll probably all be S ranks. But anyway, that's enough of me yapping about the idols. As always, remember to like and subscribe for better than average luck on all your pulls. Pour responsibly, stay weird. Bye. Okay, yeah. I mean, we got off topic there, like for a lot of that, but hopefully there's still like 10 minutes of content. Interesting. Is this like is it like a star thing? Like what is like the star? But this looks like a different star. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the ether star? Is it? Maybe. Let's go in game. Let me check. Second Yixuan support, imagine. Well, I mean, you can use Lucia with other characters. It doesn't. You don't have to use her with Yixuan. Angels have saved polychromes. Yeah. Also, I do need to do my DA, so we can do that now. Or someone on the dev team just thought Star looks pretty. Mayhaps. Would you ever download mods for ZZZ skins? If I wasn't a content creator, maybe. But because I play the game on mostly when I play the game, it's on stream. Except for like doing my dailies and stuff. Yeah, I would maybe consider it. Not like a huge amount of work. But you really shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't, by the way. just in case. As long as you hide your user ID, you'll be fine. But like, I don't hide my user ID because I trust everyone. Yeah. Anyway, ether. Oh no, normal ether. Oh, yeah, it is pretty similar. Yeah, it is. That is pretty similar. Are you still playing CZ again? Yes, I am. Not a lot, but yeah, I am. Annoying to manage and keep them working across updates. Okay, yeah, it already sounds like that's too much effort. That already sounds like too much effort. Huh? Could it possibly mean that they're all gonna end up being ether? Nah, surely not. Surely not. There's no way. There's no way. Vispin, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's do DA. Oh, I did one. Sorry, boys. I did this one. Yeah, my bad. All right. Well, anyway. But I was also thinking that I might be able to free Lucia here. Oh, hang on. I haven't done my dailies. I'm going to do the old loop for funsies. One of them better be an ether stunner. Imagine. Imagine you can make a full ether team. You know what? That would be fine. I'd be okay with that. Leagues Longo said one ice support, one ice stunner, ether on field. I mean, leaks from that long ago, even if they were right at the time, are very much going to be probably wrong now. We about to play Slokaku? No, Slokaku's so good. Slokaku's so good. Imagine it being an anomaly stunner. Imagine it being an anomaly stunner. Look, boys, I'm no longer a Zenless. I'm no longer a Hoyo creator. Well, I mean, maybe I am. Who knows? But can't we see the new discs? All right, here, new disc. Shining Aria. When the equipper... So ether damage plus 10%. All right. When the equipper hits an enemy with basic attack, their anomaly proficiency increases by 36 points for 8 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration. When enemies on the field become stunned, the equipper's damage increases by 25% for 18 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration. So this is basically an anomaly plus stun set. Probably how they're going to work is they're going to be an anomaly character who wants to benefit from stun. I don't know. Will I put that in the video? I don't know. Like, it's all just conjecture, though. Like, we don't know exactly who that's for. It's almost definitely for the idols, but, like, yeah. Oh, wait. What was the image on the disc? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the star. Yeah, it's for the idols. It's definitely for the idols. Could that be Run on Zhu? Maybe? You wouldn't get... I mean, the AP wouldn't be great, but the damage increase of 25% for 18 seconds might be pretty good. Aria's a singing term as well. Oh, yeah, and also one of the characters' names is Aria. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, very obviously, yep. 25 damage is not good enough. It's just worse than every other option. It's not that bad. Because you also get the AP increase as well, which might be really important. That's good. 36 points? That's not bad. That's 5 substats? Or 4? Wait, where am I going? Have I done everything here? Oh, yeah. We're pre-farming. 4? Yeah. That's alright. When is GUR rerun? Any guesses? Well, GUR's rerun once, right? Wait, do I still need those? Or do I need to switch to engines? G1's rerun once, and Ellen is going to be the only character who's rerun twice when next patch hits. Because Ellen's on the next half, right? So, yeah. G1 soon. But also, it kind of depends. It kind of depends on content they're going to run in endgame and whether or not GU1 is going to be okay against it. So, for example, right now, it makes sense to rerun Ellen with 2 Ice Week bosses on DA. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of encourages people to pull for Ellen. So people can pull for Ellen. And be okay against Thrall, right? You could be okay against it. Wait, it's 3 Ice Week bosses, isn't it? Because Hunter's Ice Week as well. Shit. Anyway. But I guess what I'm saying is they'll probably wait until an opportunity arises where GU1 will be okay into whatever boss it is. But as in they will engineer it. And they'll also, what they'll do is they'll put other characters around her that potentially might make her look good. Potentially, next time they rerun Astra, or when they run an attack support, if they do a new attack support, if one of those idols ends up being an attack support, it wouldn't be crazy to see the 1.0 attack agent run with them. It really just depends on how they want to do it. But yeah, I wouldn't think it's too long, just simply because Ellen's having her second rerun now. So it wouldn't be crazy to expect it in the next few patches. If you didn't get your state-issued Haru, then you're never going to get one. Probably not for a while, no. I don't think we'll get Haru back for a while, because they'll want to build up a little bit of hype around the idea of Haru. Just because, like, there is no hype around Haru. So the only thing they can really rely on is the community hyping them up a little bit. And when a bunch of people are like excited for Haru's rerun, that would be the ideal time to do it. I mean, they've got no real way to engineer that, though. Oh shit, I haven't done it. Haramasa buffs? Oh, imagine. Okay, so against Bringer, I run Yuzuha? You can engineer Haru hype, ALG? Oh yeah, remember, like, I'm in charge, so I can definitely do that. Yeah, I get to make those decisions. Yo, ALG, I was thinking of going for Banyue, and I've pre-farmed him completely, but after your video today, I'm thinking of skipping for Ye Shunguang. Hey, man, that's up to you. Remember, like, if you've got enough pulls for a 50, if you've got enough pulls for guarantee, I really don't think it'd be too crazy to do a 50, as long as you go into the 2.5 understanding that you aren't going to be able to get Ye Shunguang day 1. And if you lose the 50, understanding that if you take the guarantee, you could potentially miss out on Ye Shunguang. Let's be daring and try Miyabi on Bringer. I mean, we could try someone else though for funsies, but like let's put the scores up first, and then we'll go from there. Oh, let's do Miyabi. What is my build right now? Oh my god. Okay. Kind of cooked, not gonna lie. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. My Yuzuha is fine, though. That's okay. She's okay. And then Sukaku build. Ye Shunguang is going to be on the banner longer than usual, right? That is the current working theory. It is not announced. It is not confirmed. Oh, by the way, I know I don't normally stream for live streams because I'm at work, but I will be streaming this live stream if it takes place next Friday. I have next Friday off of work for the that we are going to be doing it next Friday. It's going to be great. It's going to be really, because we get like 2 days notice. I can't give work 2 days notice that I'm going to be off. So next week, if it's the live stream on Friday, I'll be streaming like all day. It's going to be great. Let's hang out. Oh, you're going to delay it then? Shh. Oh, shit. Should be next Friday. I know. It's going to be great. We'll watch it together. Switch to attack 6? Really? Why does today feel like Saturday? I don't know. What did you do today? Not work. Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh my god, he's frozen, boys. Oh, he's frozen! Oh, he's frozen again. Get frozen.
My blade is already here.
Oh my god, yes, bouncing those anomalies backwards and forwards like it's child's play. It's child's play.
Look at me.
And again. There we go. I should have sent the ult, shouldn't I? Fuck. Mistakes were made. More energy. I'm used to working on Saturdays. Oh. Oh. Still frozen, still frozen. Yee! Freeze again. Oh my god, we're bullying him. We're bullying him. He's gonna be so sad. Oh, the poor guy.
Yes, don't blink.
Oh, I'm out of steam. I'm out of steam. Yeah, I ran out of steam. Oh, fuck you. Come on, do it. Do the hand thing. God damn. I was saving it. I was saving it.
Look at me.
Oh, that wasn't ideal.
My blade is already
Freeze! What a bitch. I'm wasting stack. Oh shit. That was an accident. Mono Ice for Brigger. Feeling tearing today, are we? So real. So based. Thank you for the 2 bucks. Honestly, I feel like I'm spending too long. I feel like I'm also not sending my ult fast enough. I should be sending it more. Because we got Graceful Mastery on. And I'm not really making use of it. We don't get another stun now. I'm sending it through that fine.
only option.
We need to get to that 3rd stun. Hey. The fucking hand's getting in the way. How do you think ZZZ will manage reruns after 3.x and forwards as they reach 2 S ranks per patch? I don't know. Honestly, I think they'll have to do something. And this is my honest thoughts on it. I think that they would have to do something about the older characters. It does sound like they are working towards that. We know that, Bernice, for example, is supposed to be getting an uplift next patch. We know that, some of the standard characters, Grace and Soldier 11, are getting a little buff next patch as well. So I think they probably, the problem overall, hang on, I'm putting it down because I'm talking about it. But the problem overall is that the game is moving too fast. If the game characters that are really, really good, it starts to invalidate some of the older characters, and then it just gives you no reason to pull for those reruns other than like pulling for waifu. But then when pulling for waifu, like when even waifu pullers are like, maybe I shouldn't pull Bernice because maybe I, you know, like maybe I want to, you know, my goal is to try and clear the end game content, and she's actually gonna stop, you know, she's not gonna help super massively. So either they reduce the cost of reruns so that waifu pullers can feel more comfortable not using as many pulls, or they have to go through and bring everyone up, or like the power level that we're at now can't get much higher, and they just leave it here. Because right now, you know, you can still use Bernice if it's an anomaly boss that's not Fiend, even if it is Fiend, to be fair, but it's fire resistant, which is why I said maybe not Fiend. But I guess even if it's an anomaly boss, Bernice is probably going to be okay against it. And I guess, yeah, like if they keep releasing Ban Yue level characters, like characters that don't push anything higher, then we'll be fine. We'll be okay. It's still not great. You probably still shouldn't pull for Bernice, but like you can and you'll still be okay. Yeah, but then we are right before a Void Hunter level agent, so we'll see. Add some of the old units to the 50-50 pool. Also, yeah, potentially. Also, like if reruns become like invalid, if reruns become less and less of an option. I can't believe I'm even putting this out into the universe. Okay, don't like, please don't get any ideas. What if we had 2 new agents per patch? Instead of running 2 new agents back to back next to each other who work really well together, what would suck more money out of our audience? Run them in the same patch. They run Dialin and Banyue in same patch. That would be crazy. And then we get Ye Xunguang and Zhao in the next patch. Honestly, there's no way they'd be able to keep up with that. Absolutely not. I already intend on pulling Banyue, but does anyone know the power difference between M6 Manitou and base Banyue? It's so tough to answer that question. I haven't played him as part of the early access server because I don't get access to the early access server. So I'm not the right person to ask. But I think I saw a post from I Am Rivenous. I know he was here earlier, but I saw a post from I Am Rivenous saying that like there's no real way that you can directly compare them because the bosses and buffs are always going to be different. So at the moment, the buff is going to massively favor like this current DA buff. It's actually pretty decent for Manitou. But then what happens when we start getting, you know, in a patch or two, what happens? Wait, I just want to check this. Yeah, what happens? Yeah, EX special, fire damage increases by 40%. Yeah, this is pretty good for Manitou as well. So it's almost like a level playing field right now. But then when this buff changes, it's almost impossible to compare them. And if you compare them against a neutral playing field, like if you compare them in a training ground and you look at their damage output, like that's almost pointless, right? Because the content is always going to be tailored around something. Ricardo, save us. ALG is pushing for power creep again. Guys, please. I'm not. I'm just telling you like what is probably a thing that could happen. It's very sad. Rift's post was great. Yeah, it was great. It was great. My post was especially about the people asking me to compare Banyue to Evelyn. Like, good luck with Evelyn right now. I didn't say it. I didn't say that. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, wait, do we run Yishuan here? Is this what I'm doing?
Your fortune seems pretty good lately.
Double stun?
Hello, Rep 2493 at your service.
Rep 2493 at your service. Oh no, wait. Actually put another summit as well. Oh no. Yeah, we've been borrowing discs from Fufu for a while now. Do we have swing? You like jazz? We probably don't need impact with 2 stunners though, right? I'm just not stealing. I'm trying not to steal. More attack, more better. Oh, that's too much attack. Fufu gameplay in 2025? What? You mean leave her alone? Let her do her thing? Just leave her alone? Yeah, that's how you play Fufu. Not enough crit? What for? King of the Summit? She's not holding King of the Summit anyway. At least 4 stuns, right? Yeah, she's not holding King. Yeah, she's not. Yeah, because we switched it to swing, so it doesn't matter. Wow, wow, you are King in the Summit. Why did I fall for that? Oh, that was good. That is actually good. That is pretty good. That's good. Very nice. Who's firing you? Oh, if you check the VOD, there was a react. There was a slightly spicy react earlier. Should we get King of the Summit buff up first? Oh wait, it doesn't matter. I'm standing around for 10 seconds anyway.
Easy cut. Turn around.
Oh wait, do I have time to do this? I don't. I don't have time to get it back up, do I?
Smash them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have time. That was a mistake. Oh my god. It may get turned into a YouTube video, it may not. Yeah, we're not gonna get the thing off. Do we put a score up, see what it's like? Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, that was smart. I saved it. I'm smart. Yeah, there were no resources for the first time. Mistakes were made. Ring! Now I still don't have it back for this one. No!
Reality and illusion. The weak spot is here.
Oh, I forgot that one. I feel like we still don't have any resources. This is only 3 stuns. Fucking hell.
Strength and finesse. Cycle of yin and yang. Release. Your life ends here.
Need more stunners? Well, I guess we could put impact on Fufu, but I think it's just the scripted nature of the fight just, like, really does not... Oh my god, fuck you. I should have saved something for this guy. I did it, right? So we get one of those. Yeah, we're not going to get to the stun. Hey, Rezi, how's it going? Oh, no. Send it! Fuck. I feel like that could be a lot better. I feel like I'd rather play the Mono Ice team, though. Score is cooked on vertical Yishuan. Yeah, remember my Yishuan's M3. But no investment at all on Dylan and Fufu. Like, no engines or anything. I feel like both those scores can go higher. It's really annoying how scripted this fight is kind of making it tough to get that extra stun. I think we could try impact on Fufu. Yeah, we got to rush it. Yeah, maybe finish it early. Maybe finishing stuns a little bit earlier as well would allow us enough time. Wish I had Yishuan. Yeah. Can Idari kill without Lucia? I am thinking about trying it. I also kind of, now we put the scores up, I kind of want to try Idari on Bringer. Should we do that? Just for funsies. Throw it up to account help? Yeah, I probably should. Should we do the most premium team?
This weather's perfect for a little exploring. The Night Emissary's Hollow Adventure is a go!
After that Asian account? Are you Asian? Okay, so out of context, it doesn't make any sense, but in context, I promise it's a joke. And it's not a joke about me loving Asians or anything weird like that. Oh, shit. It's just because we were looking for an Asian account, and then someone was like, oh, you can use my account. And then I was like, are you Asian? It was pretty funny. It was funny. It was funny. It was like, it was funny and not racist. I promise. So you don't love Asians? No, I do. I really do love Asians. Why are we talking about this? Oh shit. Oh no, I went the wrong way. I should have done the thing. That's enough, right? That's not going to take the quick assist, right? Oh, it did. Fuck. Messed up. Good to know that ALG supports Asian. Yep. Just an Asian support. Yep. Oh wait, what? I went for Dylan. Why no switch to Dylan? There we go. Oh shit. It's Feels like it's taking too long.
Premiums now, little cuties. Crush them. Let's break the ice. Now one second place. All about our smashes. The next page is the ending.
Fizz resist. Oh, maybe we should have put Lycan here. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Be gone. Are you ready for this? Faithful companions! Slumber in the Don't worry, one thing will do. Let's see you handle this. Here we go. Don't worry. Turn around! Hello? This is the end for you!
Supports do you want cake if 40 supports Asians? Exactly. Like, I don't even know what you were questioning it. Oh, fucking hell.
That's as far as you go.
I feel like Lycan might be better.
The story ends here. Huh? Reverse shockwave!
Shit. Whoops.
Let me help you relax. Now,
Damn it. I messed it up. Let's just see what the score is. Damn it.
Now one second place. Spot an ethereal, shout for help! Turn around! Smash them like a shadow! Here we go.
Oh, wait, is that too early? Shit. I thought I did two. Oh, I was too early. We're not going to get another one anyways. Don't worry about it.
Break the ice. Pretty, right?
There we go. I did it
Thought
properly.
I'd smash it. Amidst the ice. Ice is cracked.
I'm not. I should have done this sooner. I do wonder if Lycan might actually be better because of the ice. Let's try it. Is that M0? No, it's not. No, this is not M0 Idari. Yeah, please bear in mind that my Idari is M6 because I am a waifu puller. M6 Idari not great. It's a lot better than M0 Idari, to be clear. But like the reason I pulled her was literally just waifu. Let's try we might have to rebuild Lycan. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. Maybe. Does he need rebuilding? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Just put it Hellfire. Yeah. Echo Jack, thank you for the follow.
I'm at your disposal.
How about a little late night adventure?
M12 on the rerun? No, P5.
I love it.
Don't go getting ideas though, guys. We're not P5 on the rerun. Hey, we did an M0 Idari on an Asian account last night. Because it came out early for Asia. And yeah, it was not a smooth ride. Oh wait, what? Oh, is that too soon? Oh wow, we're stunning so much faster. Actually. Nice.
How about I smash it? The story ends here. Huh? Let me help you chill out. Rest amidst the ice.
I just 3-star through with Soldier 11 free buff. Oh my god. No buff needed?
Be gone. Yes, here we go.
Right, go on then. Do it. Do the hand thing. What's the score like? Is it worse than Dylan? How much worse? What are we talking about?
My aim is true.
I'll eliminate any obstacle.
Shit. You might trigger stun here. Fuck. We'll just change to Lycan. This is not... That is not ideal routing, but it'll do.
Now, little cuties, crush them! The story ends here.
How did Dylan do? Oh, I hate this.
Wanna play a game? Yeah, don't worry. I'm still okay.
Oh shit. Oh, it's fine.
How about I smash it? Let's break the ice. Slumber in the mist. Let me help.
Oh, we didn't need to re-up.
The next page is the ending.
Shit, missed it.
Don't worry, I'm still Reverse shockwave.
This power.
Drawn for
Is this gonna
legend.
skip hand? Oh, if only we had an EX on Lycan right now.
Here we go. Don't worry, how about I smash it? Ice is cracked. Huh?
Lycan, not far off of Dylan. Not far off of Dylan. M0 no engine. Not far off of Dylan. Skip hand. We. Yeah. Whose account? This is my account. The Adari is M6. Just for the record. 6k plus worse. Oh, what? I can't remember what it was. What was it? I don't remember. It ended up about the same with the extra stun. Imagine if we got there a little bit faster. Just a little bit. If you got the second hand, it would have been close. Yeah, but the second hand is just wasting so much time. If you want to use an M0 Idari, I got you covered. We could do a round of account help before end of stream. But yeah, new DA, Bringer HP is ridiculous. The Thrall is here again. Hunter is okay for Rupture. It's just it's endgame. That's our endgame. Lycan once again, he really is aging pretty well. He really is aging pretty well. Whoa! Chonks redeemed the account help. 70,000 channel points for the account help. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me a second. Let's log out on mine. Unlike Caesar, he keeps getting agents that work well with him. I know, that's crazy. Yeah, new DA doesn't seem. Yeah, new DA doesn't seem too bad. I think. Okay, like let me caveat that. New DA doesn't seem too bad as long as you have an answer to Bringer. I think the answer to Bringer, it could be a well-invested ice DPS, or it could be an anomaly team. Chunks the account help. Yeah, Chunks. Yeah, we'll do Chunks. Yeah, we'll do Chunks as account help. He redeemed the 70,000 channel points, man. Like, that's it. Chunks, send me your stuff. Chunks, send me your stuff. No, wait, where are you, Chunks? Oh, wait, let me go do not disturb. I'm showing us offline. Bruh. I cleared Bringer with Ellen and Sambi. Wait, at the same time? Yeah, the buffs aren't too bad. Yeah, the Rupture buff is okay, but clearly designed around Banyue, but it's still pretty decent for the other Rupture characters. In separate teams, boss. Yeah, I was going to say, that's wild. It's not, there's no double attack. There's no double attack here, man. Is your Discord name Alder, Chonks? That's you, right? That challenger, thank you for the follow. All right. Send me your stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, he sent it. Let's go. Let's go. Why am I whispering? I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Let's go. I think I've logged in before, so we should be good for verification. Yeah, we good. He sent the deets. He sent the deets. Yeah, it looks like I'm in. I'm going to make sure I can't dox. It looks like I'm in, so delete the deets. Give me a sec, and I'll share screen. Corpo ALG coming out. Okay. Cool. All right, let's see how he's doing. So, does Chonks actually need account help? That's the question. There is no account review redeem on ASMR stream when Lamau, imagine. There is no account review redeem, so like if he actually doesn't need help, then we'll just do review. So those are the rules, I guess. Vivian Overworld Agent, which is kind of based. He doesn't actually need help. That's actually kind of impressive, though. Have you played the Banyue event? I crafted some combos. I played it a bit, yeah. I'm going to play it some more before he comes out. That challenger, Ancient Source Resonance, thank you for the follows, much appreciated. This is interesting as well. So I said, as long as you have an answer for Bringer. I was thinking, you know, like Ellen. But Seed works? I wonder if we might get slightly higher scores if we flip some stuff around. No, actually, where else would Manato go? Where else would Manato go? Also, the fact that you're clearing with Juyuan is also very cool. I love this. Good work. All right, let's see how he's doing. All right, so let's check builds. I feel like Chonks, I remember logging into your account before when there was that really shit Shiyu defense for you. Am I remembering that correctly? There was like a really bad Shiyu defense specifically for your teams and characters, and it just cucked you. But yeah, let's check it out and see how you're doing now. I feel like that might have been the last time I logged in. So I wonder if we can get an anomaly team together with Viv, but it looks like we just don't have any other anomaly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, let's see what we're working with. That she was really bad before I had Seed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I am remembering it right, though. Vivian Bunnis. Does he have Bunnis? Oh, he does. Oh, team off field. Let's go. Oh, he had Piper as well, if she's Bill. Anyway. Maybe not against Bringer, but yeah. Woodpecker? It's a really good duo. Do we have engine? No. I was going to say, if we do, we're over capping, but we don't, so we're fine. 72% crit rate, 104, 3, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, impact 174. Okay, it's a Caesar. What do you want me to say? She has her engine. That's the same crit rate as my dial-in, so no engine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You're good. You're good. Everything seems in good order. Cradle, yep. Nice, okay. Wait. Yep, we're good. Like, everything seems like exactly as it should be. Like, there's nothing out of place. Bro, you got shafted. Oh my god. You pulled Lucia? You got M4 Manato. Oh my god. I'm crossing my fingers for you. I'm crossing my fingers for you. You'll get him. You'll get him. Anyway. Wait, you're clearing? What was the... Like, not that you're clearing at 20k, because he'd be fine to clear at 20k, but I feel like your score was pretty decent. We'll check in a sec. It's Hugo time, everybody. Oh, GU1's engine for the extra 15. Oh, yeah. Because that'll put you at like 85, and then you get the 12 from the thing here. So then that will put you at like 97% crit rate for the totalize. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Next temple will be 10 Manatos, imagine. Although, if you have standard pulls, yeah, like, go for it, man. Although, like, what happens if they announce some huge changes for standard characters? Nah, maybe hold on to it. Yeah, imagine if they announce, like, okay, we're going to put Haramasa and Ellen and G1 in the standard pool. And then I was like, just send your standard pulls. Keep them forever. Keep them forever and ever. And never pull. Don't ever pull. You're fine. Just clear with Billy. Easy clap. Game over. Oh, kind of built. Yeah, he's just missing his engine. And I'm sure you share a disc here. That's fine. I'm hoarding all my standards. I have 115 so far. Imagine. Oh, he doesn't have me happy. It's fine. Actually, it's fine. He doesn't have me happy. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Okay, with energy. Okay, that makes sense. With energy. Okay. No engine, I'm guessing? Yeah. Her unofficial engine. If you do not have engine. Are we in unbuilt territory here? We have a lighter, though. Oh, and okay, no steam oven. Oh, we would just flip. Okay, that's fine. He's king of the summiting. He is king of the summiting. He is summiting the king. I forget people don't have me happy. Yeah, also, yeah. But yeah, okay not to build Tsukaku if you don't have me happy. That makes complete sense. I would actually just put the weeping on her. I ain't gonna lie. It's better. Oh, fixed. ER? Wild. Wild. King in the summit. Wow, wow, we were. Very nice. Wow, we're okay. We're kind of unbuilt now. Yeah, we're kind of unbuilt now. But wait, what happened here? Chunks, what happened? You pulled an Ellen. Sir, do you remember your Ellen? Yeah, she's dying. You left her? She's dying. Yeah. She's drowning. She's a shark. She needs to keep swimming. With skin. It's so sad. Wait. Okay, this is... Well, that's chill. Okay. I mean, well, all right. But... Okay. I mean, that's just luck. Okay. We're fine. Long-time viewer Chonks. Long-time viewer mod of channel Chonks. Mostly built Nicole. Nice. We knew it. We believed in it. We always knew it was going to happen. T-Dragon, thank you for streaking. We love streakers. Always appreciate the streaks. I mean, dude, yeah, like M4 Manato? Would you get... I thought you were getting close to... Oh, okay. I thought I saw this was higher. I thought that was like 29 or something, and I was like initially I was like, okay, that's pretty chill. But then, yeah, I must have misremembered. Maybe I flipped these scores in my head. But also, when you get M6, this is only going to get better. That's good. That's cool. I kind of, like, I don't even know how to play this team. Because I still haven't pulled Seed. And I don't really care about Seed. But I'm, like, this is kind of interesting. How does it feel? Let's try it. I mean, I'm not going to get anywhere near that, but I'm kind of curious.
Let Seed Senior cool off a bit, Recalibrating.
Oh shit, how did I miss? It's already cooked.
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
I don't know if we have King of the Summit buff up, so I did it. Should we not be doing C Chain? Is C Chain bad? Let's see the training from yesterday pay off. Let's not. Okay, we got like full EX here. Blow it up! Blow it up! Oh my god, that was close.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Should I be using Orphe chain in the stun window? Is that what I should be doing?
Recalibrating.
Continuing combat until target neutralized.
Here comes the big one.
Oh my god, trigger.
It's your time to blossom.
Uh oh.
Order received.
Almost there. I think I hold the ult until stun now.
The melody of combat. Adjusting for wind.
Oh, I should have hit that.
Give him a full salvo, Seed Senior. Seed Senior. Flash attack.
I did it! Boys, I did it! No sweat. And no one sweated. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, yo. Well, it works. Hey, look. You know, like, I still... I feel like all I don't fully know how to play the team. I kind of know how it works, but, you know, like, I have no practice on it. I haven't pulled any of those characters other than Trigger. Yeah, it seems okay. But yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, Chunks, yeah, thanks for letting me check out your account. We're gonna do a round of Enkerflex and account help before end of stream. So let's oh, Orphe's pretty cute. Orphe is pretty cute. Brute Force with chill. Seed's pretty chill. Seed is pretty chill. Seed main confirmed. What? Chonks, not me. Let me just turn the audio off there. Okay, so if you don't know what's going on, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 raffles on the ALG server. We're going to do raffle number 1, which is going to be an Enkerflex, and we're going to do raffle number 2, which is going to be account help. Enkerflex is if you need... wait, you don't need anything. You just want to flex. So you have a decently built endgame team and account. You want to flex. Enkerflex is for you. You just send me your user ID. We'll bring up your account on stream. And then account help is if you actually need help. If you can't fully S-rank clear shield defense, or you can't fully 9-star deadly assault, that's what account help is for. We'll log in and we'll try our best to give you a hand. Mr. Streamer, do my DA, please. I can give you deets. Okay, so just to be clear, though, if you enter account help, please make sure you have your account details to hand and you are comfortable and happy to send them to me so that I can log in. And then secondly, you have to be okay with a light roasting. I have 0 stars on the current DA. Can you help me? You also have to have attempted it at least once. And also... and also no Riv. We want to help people who need help. Oh my god. Was the best Zenless guide maker just watching me mash buttons on Seed? Ah. I feel ashamed. Here only for the drops. Thanks for the follow. Didn't watch, sorry, thank God. No, I'm good. I'm good. Just you wait till there's an account help with Banue. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for Banue. I think a couple of people have said, I think Twitch mod Kuno said that I could use his Banue for sure. So I may just try out Banue a bunch on Kuno's account. Kuno, have you pre-farmed for it if you're here? Fuck, yes, I have. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. I mean, if it's chill with you, man, then we'll check him out on your account, if that's okay. Do you want me to pull him for you, or no? Hex! Hex has won the Enkerflex. Hex with the 15 tickets. Hex, send your user ID in chat. Let's go. Oh, for sure, boss? Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, bet. Yeah, so we'll do yours at the end, and then I'll level him up, and then we'll try him out a bunch. Yeah, that's perfect. Are you pulling engine as well, or no? Oh wait, where do I send? You can just drop your user ID in chat, and I'll pick it up. Yeah. It's only a user ID. Like no one can do anything with it, really. Base Banue puller, reject meta. Enjoy Lion. Engines on a guarantee. Let's go. Okay, so this is Hex's account, otherwise known as Enui. Okay, we've got 5 stars on DA, and we've got Shu 5 done. Wait, what? Oh, no, we've done them 5 times. That makes more sense. Listen to Sure on Spotify. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm not streaming and I don't get copyright struck. Anyway, Billy Enjoyer, very based. Okay, 4-piece Woodpecker, 2-piece Astral Voice, 3,547 attack, 73% crit rate, 141% crit damage. This is nice. Sub-wise, we're talking about 10 plus 19, so that's 29 plus 9. That's a 38 sub Billy. Yeesh. Who needs Ye Shunguang? Who needs Ye Shunguang indeed? Nicole, also pretty well invested. We got the 4-piece Moonlit Lullaby, 2-piece Astro Voice on Kaboom. 10 crit rate, 16 crit damage, which is a lot for Nicole, and 6 attack. That's a like, you don't have to build her for damage. But you did. And yeah, I mean, maybe attack would have been a choice as well. But you know, you got 6 attack percent. Look, she does exactly what she's supposed to do. Okay, good work. M1 on the trigger, 74% crit rate, which is kind of low. We've got the engine. We've got ER on 6th, which is a choice for sure. We do have crit rate 4th. In terms of crit rate rolls, we're looking at 9, which is a little low. Does M1 lower the requirement for crit? No. It's not a requirement. I mean, you're still getting a bunch of the additional days, but yeah. Normally, we do see triggers with a little bit more. We got 11 attack percent rolls. That's quite a lot. And 2,300 attack. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. That's pretty interesting. Does she work? Does she work good? Does she work good? It seems like she would work good. I guess you would have better uptime on King of the Summit. Because I think maybe Trigger's biggest issue is that what she has is... oh, Josh! Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, Sevens, thank you so much. Let's do shout out for Josh. I don't know if any mods can do it or if I do it. But thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, shit. I messed up. I /shout out. I spelled it wrong. Oh, no. You can see it on the YouTube side, and now I look so dumb. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to misspell it this time. I'm going to do it. Don't worry about it. I got it. But welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're just doing a bit of Enkerflex. We're going to do a little bit of account help. There's a raffle on the server at the moment. We're going to help someone out in a second. We're just looking at this very interesting trigger. Yeah, I was just saying, I guess a lot of what I find with Trigger, because her EX is so costly, is that you have to hold on to it. You have to hold on to a little bit of energy that you can trigger, that you can send just before the stun window to make sure you have the buff uptime on King of the Summit. Because remember, King of the Summit, you are going to want to do an EX special or chain attack. So you want to do that EX special, but her energy is quite costly, like to use the EX. So I can understand ER here, but also days. But also days. Dumb streamer? Yeah, I know. I'm so dumb. Anyway, M6 Sukaku not effed. Wow. I mean, all right, let's... Wait, what? Wait, it's a DPS Sukaku? Attack? 2,881 crit rate? 65, 138? Okay, this account is kind of awesome. 12 crit rate rolls, 15 crit damage rolls, 6 attack percent rolls. Plus AP is also going to be pretty good at this stage. Fair. Absolutely, completely fair. So that's 18 crit rate rolls, plus 15 crit damage rolls. My brain, like, that's like 33. Like 33 subs. All right. I peaked 31k on the previous rotation Marionette with Sukaku. Have you done it into Bringer? What is your score? I'm so curious. Okay. 3,179 on the attack for Haramasa. 4-piece Shadow Harmony. It is quite easy to run him on 4-piece Shadow Harmony. If R2 was here, he'd be upset. But he'd also understand. Describe so busy. Everyone enjoy the stream, folks. Thanks for dropping in, Josh. Thanks for the stream. Much appreciated. Don't feel like you have to stay, but much appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. Crit rate is maybe a little bit low. Remember, he gives himself 25% from his core here, so his slashes are still going to have like 66% crit rate. But yeah, his ult is like just not critting some of the time. I guess we're just taking that hit. Anyways, 9 crit rate, 12 crit damage, 7 attack rolls. It's not bad. And then Manitou level 10. Oh, okay, well, you're working on it, man. You're working on it. Unfortunately, on Bringer, only 16k. Wow. Wow. Use one slice, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I guess I'm sorry about that. HP hitting us all hard, I guess. Okay, back to Discord. Someone won? With the one ticket. With the one ticket. It's with Electric Fire. That's a new name. I don't know that name. That's a new name, new chatter, new account. New account to fix. Let's go. With electric fire, come on down. I'm gonna message you. I'm big. No one can see your deets. Drop me over your account deets. Let's get logged in. Sitting on 27 Helpo tickets is so painful. Bro, you're like half of it. Let me just account deets, please. With electric fire. So trying it once and I still have 0 stars. Can I now get help? No! He's so cheeky. Riv, I have to say that I really enjoyed your impassioned Ban UA is actually like he needs fixing moment. Do you want to come on and yap for a bit? But no, we're not going to account help your account. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, cool. We're waiting for with electric fire. We'll do it after your account review. Okay, man. I'm happy to. Well, I think we're going to give with electric fire like another minute to respond. And then if we don't get it, then we'll re-roll the account help. I don't know what's happening. I refuse to fight that boss. Wait, what boss? Brawl. Dog shit 90-second time waste. Bro, I mean... I didn't say it. I mean, I did say it. I made a video about it, but... That's so real. Based? Yeah, based indeed. Okay, I think we're gonna reroll. With electric fire has not responded. Hang on, how do I reroll? Reroll raffle, yes. ID is 149. New winner is Kakako. Kakako with the 4 tickets. Come on down. Rip that 1 ticket pity. I know, he wasted it. He got the luck. Oh, it's another new account though. Let's go. Yeah, Makoto, I did think it might be you, considering you said how many tickets you had. Ain't no way. Mr. Kakako, come on down. Check your Discord, please. Send me your details. Let's get logged in. Is there a way to check how many tickets you have? I think when it's going on, I think when the raffle is going on, you can press status and it will show you how many tickets you have. I think that's about it. Yeah, click status. Yes. So yeah, for next raffle, you can check. If, for example, you don't want to use your pity, but you want to check, when the raffle is running, if you just click status without joining, I think it should still show you. So yeah, it's just the status. Yeah, because it's linked to your Discord. And then every time you lose, you get 1 extra ticket. So if you didn't know how the raffle works, yeah, every time you lose the raffle, you get 1 extra ticket for next time. The bot was built by Mod Traffic 07s. We love traffic. Kakako, send me your details. What's happening, bro? That's so cool. Yeah, so it basically means that if you turn up to a bunch of streams and we do a bunch of account help, every time you don't get in, you have a higher chance next time. If I hit 90, do I get a free Ye Shunguang? Probably, yeah, because we don't normally have 90 tickets in the draw. Oh my god, I'm like, what's happening here? Do we just run a new account help raffle? Kakako, what's happening? Here, ALG. Yes. Send me the user ID. Send me, not the user ID. Send me the email and the password. Let's go. / shout out Joshua. We shouted out. I did mess up. I forgot. Right. Hang fire, Cacao, because I will need you to do a verification for me. Okay. Cacao, now you need to verify for me. So check your email for a verification code, and then type it to me on Discord, and then we are good. Oh, I also need to know what servers you play on. So EU, NA, Asia. If needed, I can give ALG my account so we can try Soldier 11 against Thrall. I'm sure he'd be thrilled. Oh, I'm sure he would be, Doko Mai. I'm sure he would be. Creator, verify me. Does he even make any noises in DA? Like, what is that even? What is even that? What is even that? Okay. All right, we go big and we go small. All right, so this is, let me just stop the recording and then start a new recording in case this turns into something that's video worthy. This is Kako's account. He's internet level 57. I'm not even going to click on the agent tab. What we're going to do is Orphe overworld based. Let's check how he's doing on the current endgame content. Okay, Shiyu is fine. Might just be internet level 57. It might just be that he hasn't had a chance to pull for enough characters to do the 9 stars, and maybe that's what we're here to help with. But he's doing fine here. Like 4 minutes 20. That's fine. Pan and Khalida with Yishuan. That's a good score. And then this is also like a really nice score for this team as well. Okay, so he might have done some vertical investment, probably some engines at least, I would say. Let's see what's going on DA. Okay, so on DA, he just straight hasn't done Bringer. I mean, that makes sense. Let's check the builds across these agents. Like, honestly, the answer might be he just doesn't have enough left in the tank. Let's just see what he's got not used. Fuck me. Yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, guys, we're super cooked. It ain't gonna get any better than what he's got. Yeah, we're not. Maybe 1 star. Maybe 1 star. DPS Sukaku, level 20. Yeah. Honestly, we can make him a list for like a build priority list. But yeah, he's got his 2 teams. If he wants to work towards a 3rd team, we can give him some pointers. But honestly, he's probably leveled up the characters that I would most want to level up on an account that doesn't have any additional S ranks. He went for, you know, like his standard S rank DPS. He went for the A rank anomaly agent that's goated. He went for Nicole and Pulchra. Those are the only characters he's leveled to 60 that aren't being used right now. So I think he's probably made completely the right calls. I ain't gonna lie. Let's check the builds, see how he's doing. Let me just see. Is there a way we can spread out the value that he has across different teams to see if we can get a slightly higher score? Because we could put this against Bringer, and we could try and force, like, honestly, if we put this against Bringer and we can 3-star, I may not be able to do that, but like someone who knows how to play C might be able to still push it into Bringer and still get 20k. So we put this team over here. It'll probably be easier for Soldier 11 to get 1 star here, potentially 2. Or maybe even on the Thrall. It's not resistant. It's not. Yes, Soldier 11. Bruh. Anyway, let's see how the builds are. Nice. With engine? Nice, that's fine. That's fine. It's like 85, that's fine. Over 3k. on Astral. Okay. Over the attack cap buff. The attack cap buff is 3429, 2.65. So that's Sukaku engine. Oh, it's not Sukaku engine. I get it the wrong way around. Yeah, because you got the ER here. Okay. On Moonlit though, interesting. So we're running Astral on one of our gals. Shadow Harmony. Should probably be 4-piece Astral. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but anyway. Orphe though, with engine, that's like 88% crit rate. Yeah, with engine, that's like 88%. That's fine. With engine, that's like 90. Yep. Okay. Fuck. That's a seed, dude. That is a seed. Holy seed. I don't know if you need help, man. Like, I think you're good. Yeah, I think every character that you should have built, you have built. You literally just aren't there in terms of, like, you just don't have another character for the other teams. Yeah, Polka's not built. Yeah, she's not built. Okay. So there's a small amount of hesitancy I have with recommending like who we should build next, because I think my default is probably Nicole, right? Because you know you'll probably want to build Nicole anyway because Nicole's great, but I'm not 100% if that's what we should recommend here, just because. Like, what if he pulls another Rupture DPS? What if he skips Ye Shunguang and he pulls a Rupture DPS? Yeah, the builds are great. Yeah, he's just lacking agents. He has no more gas. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, honestly, I understand. Like, normally the purpose of account help is for me to kind of, let's work with what we have. There's nothing left. You've used everything in a really smart way, I think, for the most part. I think we could maybe make the argument for freeing Astra from these two. We could, okay, yeah. Like, if Polka was built, we could use Polka as a trigger replacement and free Astra from here. But then we just don't have anything else in the tank. Because the other character... Hang on, if we just go click on here. Like, the Yixuan into the Thrall is probably the right play with Pan and Khalida. Although, she could probably be pushed into Wandering Hunter. But then you'd be in the same position. You just have to run this team to bring her. Anyway. Like, there's nothing else to build. You're fine. Yeah, I think you're good. The C can probably run to bringer. Yeah, I do keep thinking that, but I just don't think we're gonna get anything. I don't really see how that. It doesn't really help us. Do you know what I mean? I guess if we free Astra from here, and then we push Seed, Orphe, Pulchra into bringer, then we have Soldier 11, Astra, Nicole, like the wheelchair, the wheelchair, Soldier 11, Astra, Nicole. Will she not have her skill active? Attribute or faction? Shit, yeah, no, we won't have that. But that's, I mean, it's not like but we're only pushing up to 7 stars. It doesn't really seem worth it. And also, but like, he hasn't built them yet. He hasn't built them yet. No Manato? Oh, it's a good question. I think he's not built. Yeah, he's just not built. Yeah, Dej. M5 though. M5, by the way. As someone who tried to wheelchair Soldier 11 to Hunter, it isn't going to work. It was hell. Yeah, I think the thing is it like no matter what we run into Hunter or Thrall, we would just get the 5k performance points and dip. The problem I have is that I probably won't be able to push the seed into bringer, because I won't be good enough to do it. I don't think we can do the 7-star cherry pop. I'm sorry. I know. But in general, let's talk about what this account should do moving forward. So yeah. Okay, so who have we got to build? So basically everyone who's not currently being used is still to build. Do we bother building Soldier 11? That's the question. Who are you planning to pull in the future? Account owner, Kako. Who are we planning to pull in the future? Is there anyone we want? Do we want Ye Xunguang? Do we want Ban Yue? Because there's no way, like, because if you weren't going to pull Ban Yue and you were potentially going to skip Ye Xunguang because, like, you just hate her or whatever. They said Ye Xunguang? Ah, okay, yeah. In that case, potentially, I could see like a case to be made for putting a little bit of investment into Soldier 11, especially considering the fact that she's going to get a small buff in 2.5. Like, it's probably going to change at some point, but like, it might be worthwhile doing a little bit of investment into her. Like, you can see that you're already like halfway there with building her. So potentially looking and considering farming a few discs for her, seeing how you go. And then they nerfed the buff. I heard that. Very sad. But yeah, potentially a little bit of investment into Soldier 11. Pulchra is basically, because you do have M6 Pulchra. Pulchra's a pretty good build as well, because this aftershock damage buff that's here, that's like a 30%, yeah. After applying Bind Trap, aftershock damage against target increased by 30%. At the M6, it applies to all damage. So considering that you have Pulchra as well, if you're not eyeing up a stunner anytime soon, it might be worth building her. In terms of with Ye Xunguang, will Pulchra work? Probably. So I don't know whether or not you want to prioritize Pulchra, or if you just don't like Pulchra's playstyle, that's okay. I'll be honest, I really just don't like the way that Pulchra plays. I don't like the evasive assist and stuff. I just don't like it. But considering that you haven't, like, other than level 60ing, you haven't done anything else to her, you might just not like her, and that's okay. So if that's the case, don't feel like you have to. And then with Nicole, yeah, potentially worth building, because in theory, if we get Zhao for free and you pull Ye Xunguang, you're going to have a lot to build. So honestly, if you put a little bit of time and effort into building Pulchra, and then you started pre-farming for Zhao and Ye Xunguang, then you'll probably be in a pretty good spot, honestly. C works with Ye Xunguang, but they have the Orphe C team. Oh, yeah, that's right. Although, actually, just to be clear, I said you're going to get Zhao for free in 2.5. That is not confirmed. Like, that is the working theory. The working theory is that Zhao may very well be free. But we don't know that. Please, pinch of salt. Honestly, between building Manitou or Soldier 11 really falls under who you can play better, since honestly they're around the same strength, if you ask me. Yeah, that's also true. I think to come back to what I said earlier, though, there's a part of me that thinks, oh, it's the ALG song. There's a part of me that thinks it might be better to build Soldier 11 right now, considering that the investment is a lot less, and you could always just steal, like, Yishuan's shit and just shove it on Manitou if you leveled him up. But the investment will be less because you're already there, and hopefully buff. But honestly, if you're pulling Ye Xunguang, those will just end up being your 3 teams, and Pulchra is probably the best character to build other than that. Honestly, other than that, I'd be pre-farming for Ye Xunguang. You'll be fine. There's not really much else to say. Like, this, like, all of the characters that you have are built really well. Honestly, like, 6-starring, fully S-Reg clearing Shia defense, this is a go to the count. Internet level 57, you straight just haven't had enough time to accumulate enough resources to get a few more agents, and then when you do, you'll be fine. You're flying. You're flying. You only have 4 limited S ranks. Honestly, it's literally just 1 more. Just pull your Shunkwang. Anyway, I'm going big. I'm logging out. Should we see if Riv wants to yap? Yeah, there's nothing else to... We're not going to be able to do anything there. He's got polychromes? I didn't even see. Couldn't get his M6. Yeah, we did see it was M5, right? We're calling Riv. That's the sound of a phone ringing. Apparently. What's next on our list? Probably just a quick chat with Riv, and then maybe sleep. Because I have to drive early in the morning. Hello, Riv. How's it going?
I'm tired.
You are tired? Why?
Working on Yishongguang Guide, Zhao Guide, and all of the other guides is a lot of work.
Yeah, I'll bet. So, I really did love your impassioned Banyue moment at the end of the Banyue guide.
I mean, you know, maybe the wording was a bit harsh, but, you know, that's just how I felt. If I get 5k more score within, let me lie, like, the literally very first try playing Yetari versus playing Banyue for like 18 hours over 3 days straight. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I do. Anyway, how are you? I'm sure it's been a really busy time with like the crunch of Banyue's banner feeling a bit shorted. So you're doing okay?
Oh, Banyue was not a problem at all.
Oh, okay.
Like, I have to be careful of what I'm allowed to say or whatnot. But usually the second banner is not a problem because we have more time for the CES. It's usually the first banners which are more stressful, and I'm a little bit concerned about 2.5. I mean, we know that it will release on 31st or something.
31st, yeah.
So CES is probably around Christmas. Like, I don't know when embargo will be. I don't know when CES will be.
Oh, yeah. So, like...
It's gonna be around Christmas, so it's gonna be horrible regardless, and it looks like there might be a little bit too much to cover.
Sheesh. Yeah. I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, if you get in from like the 25th, it's gonna be kind of tight.
I mean, usually embargo is like 5 to 6 days before banner, right? Like the usual embargo is like on Fridays, and then the patch releases on the Wednesday after. With very few exceptions, like Banyue, for example, was now on a Thursday. I don't fucking know why, but it was like that. And we usually get CES like 1 week earlier-ish. So that would mean we would probably get it on the 17th. And I'm currently looking at like 6 full-fledged guides, as well as maybe 1 or 2 other informational videos. All of that within like 5 days is like impossible, so I'm already working on everything since like 2 weeks. There's no way around that.
That's crazy. Do you know when the live stream's gonna be?
No idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea. Honestly, if I had to guess, probably like in 7 days, so 20th?
Oh, okay.
19th.
19th. Yeah, 19th. 19th. Yeah. Let's go for the 19th.
Is what I would guess, right?
Yeah, that's what I guessed as well. I booked it off from work, and now I'm like, they still haven't announced it though. So
I mean, usually they announce like the live stream like 2 days before.
I know, but it's normally like it normally seems pretty obvious. But because of Banyue's banner being so short, I feel like all of the timelines might get mixed up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I look at this, unless they change stuff, embargo would be on the 26th. So, I mean, it's better than the 24th because if embargo is at like literally Christmas time, that would be horrible. Like nobody gonna watch anything on Christmas, you know?
Yeah,
spending
true.
time with family.
Yeah, exactly.
But well, my Christmas is gonna be very short-lived. It's gonna be the Christmas Eve because I cannot just, you know, say, well, Mom, I'm sorry, but this game is more important.
Hey, you're our guide maker. It's very important.
Yeah, I feel like my mom has very little understanding for that.
That's fair.
And honestly, she is right.
She probably is. So in terms of so just to going back to the Banyue conversation ever so slightly, sure. What are your personal pull plans? Because I know you don't pull every character. What are you going to do about Banyue?
Oh, I'm gonna skip him. Like, I think he is fun to play, but he needs so much work to get the most out of him, and even then, he is usually just performing on par with other options.
Yeah.
That honestly, I will just, you know, just pull one dial on Mindscape instead. Like,
I
don't know. It's like, it's not like he's unusable, you know? It's not that he is per se bad. He is not bad. He just needs more work to achieve the same or less than other characters.
Yeah,
can you kill with him? Yes, you can. But the average player will not. That is my problem with it.
Yeah, I guess it kind of brings up a question though that like obviously there's been a lot of like power creep or power level increase in Zenless Zone Zero recently. Well, maybe it's more buff increase, but I guess where I'm going with this though is that like, would it feel better if Banyue was at the same power level, but it just didn't take so much effort to get that out of him, like at a high level? Do you know what I mean? Like if he was doing Idari output, but it was still fun, but it was just less complex.
I think it is a very cool idea to have a character being released that is mechanically just a lot more difficult than other characters. I think that is something that Zenless Zone Zero needs, because most of these characters literally just boil down to here are 1,200 words, and in practice you just press left click. And if your bar is glowing, then you press EX special. Let's be real. Most of these characters are not super complicated. They just have a lot of words to say, press left click.
True. Yeah, so I guess well, but that opens up a different conversation then, which is like,
yeah,
would you like to feel more rewarded for that kind of gameplay element then?
I think Evelyn, I think Banyue have really cool concepts. The problem I have is if you release a mechanically difficult character, I think it is fine if he underperforms if you don't make full use out of his full potential.
Yeah.
But if you do that, he should perform better than other characters currently in the game. And that is not the case. Even at his full potential, he performs at the same level or potentially worse than the character released before, which is Yetari, and she is literally hold left click.
She literally is.
Like, that is my problem. Like, Hadomasa, I think, is a little bit, because I just saw it in the chat. I think Hadomasa is a little bit different, where at least you cannot compare a unit released nowadays compared to a unit who was released 1 year. Like the power levels are just completely different. Also the buffs are completely different. Weaknesses, boss mechanics, everything is different.
Also, I guess in defense of Haramasa being quite complex to play, like he was free.
I mean, that aside, like the thing is, if you think back, things like swap cancels have not been a thing until Miyabi.
That was true, yeah.
Like this shit literally came up basically. It literally just comes up. It came up the moment where Miyabi was released. That was like the first time where these terms have been thrown around. Where for some reason we it took us half a year to realize we can press spacebar. But like
Sounds kind of silly when you put it
like,
that way, but yeah, I mean, true.
like like, oh, here's this 5-second animation. Did you know you have a spacebar on your keyboard? Like, for some reason, it literally took the entirety of the ZZZ community half a year. Maybe we were too busy trash talking TVs. I don't know. But
yeah, maybe.
in the end, when Hadumasa was released, like there were like these 12 dash cancel combos, and by February when Evelyn was released, there already were 19 dash cancel combos, right?
Yeah,
and
true.
Hadumasa was able to score really well. If you were able to actually make use out of his full potential, if you were able to actually properly use Nicole and Chingy, he could score really well. In fact, he could kill. The problem is, nowadays, that, like, you would need to release a character who has the same skill requirement, like Banyue, but also then has the same payoff as Hadumasa did back then, and that just simply is not the case. He has a worse output than Yetari. Like, that is my problem. He also only has like 2 bosses, maybe 3 he does really well against. Like, Typhon has fire resistance, if I remember correctly, so that is not gonna be a thing. So you can play him with his marionettes, where he has no advantage. He can score well, but basically, like, any character can score well against Mario. And then he has Pompey, who we haven't seen since 4 fucking months, that maybe they just took, his death literally over in 1.2, I don't fucking know. And then we have Wanderer, but Wanderer, you can just play Yetari and perform better while just holding basic attack, instead of, doing everything else.
True.
To be fair, you don't really have a Yetari shield buff. It's a fire rupture shield buff, so Yetari is comparatively not gonna be better, but for most players, he is complicated enough. Like, yeah, you can clear, you will get 20k. All characters can, literally everything can. There are. Did you see Cornzone's recent video?
I didn't.
Was it from
play Corn
Cornzone?
again?
Let me just quickly. No, wait. What he did? Cornzone. Let me just make sure that I don't talk shit here. Yeah. So he cleared Thrall with 4 discs and an A rank engine and full A rank team.
That's pretty impressive.
He used no slot 6 and no slot 3. And he used Marcato Desire and still got 22k.
That's pretty impressive.
This guy is incredibly impressive. I mean, usually when he does like his 60k clear or something, like it's like with Mindscapes involved and stuff. But, being able to clear with a full A rank team and only 4 disk drives, and still getting like on a very underutilized character, it's really good. And
kind of does bring up the question though.
wish...
What do you think about Thrall?
Oh, I fucking hate it. I refuse to play that fight.
Why don't you like it?
I don't like it if my deadly assault run that is timed to 180 seconds has 90 seconds of me not being able to do anything.
I haven't timed it, but is it 90 seconds?
I think it's 70 seconds, but
yeah, okay.
Let me be a bit hyperbolic to...
A little bit hyperbolic to drill down to your point. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean,
yeah.
I made a video well, you probably saw the thumbnail. It says so much time wasting.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily count it all up, but it like that miasma phase in the middle, it just feels so scripted that you can't actually engage with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to engage with.
My main problem, like, I want my deadly assault fights, like for a story fight, it's great.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's it's the wrong context
fight.
For the fight almost. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like in my deadly assault runs, that's just my personal opinion. But I want to be able to interact with the enemy, and if I cannot interact with them because half of the fight is an intermission phase, that takes that away from me, you know? And that is why I like Wanderer so much. Wanderer is literally a 2-second intermission phase with a little gimmick, but otherwise you actually have to interact with the fight. Yes,
Yeah.
he has some RNG to it, where he sometimes, you know, just stands around for 10 seconds doing nothing, and I don't like that part, but you know, you at least can interact with him, you can do something, you can react to him not reacting.
Yeah. You can use it
you
as an
know,
opportunity, or you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if he does nothing, for example, I can use my ultimate to interrupt him doing nothing, so he does something afterwards, as dumb as it sounds. I can proc an anomaly to interrupt him doing nothing, so he does something afterwards. But it is as sad as it is. Usually, to be fair, usually it's just a reset if he does nothing, but
Yeah.
you know, at least I can do something. In the other fight, I'm just standing around, watching Sobek fly through the sky, and me like, you know, I stand there, and what am I supposed to do? I can't hit him, I can't use anything. What if I just pressed ultimate, and it hits absolutely nothing?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
for me personally, it's just not an engaging fight.
Yeah, I feel almost exactly the same. I feel like it just felt less fun because there's less ways for you to interact with it as the player. And that's mostly what my video is about, to be honest. But yeah. Glad to hear I'm not, you know, out on my own here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's nice to hear candid Riv, though.
Sorry, what?
You know, just like I feel like you know, I feel like I'm just asking you questions, and you're just telling me what you think, and I love it.
Yeah, why would I not?
I know.
I've never taken anything. Like, I've never hold back if you know, I made a separate video about Trigger's W engine telling people that this is predatory and that you should not pull Trigger if you don't get this, you know. And to be fair, you also have to give Hoyo props here, because keep in mind, all CES videos need to be approved. Hoyo reviews these, and Hoyo said, yes, it is fine that our creators, that's not just me, that's Linal, you know, we actively told people to not pull for Banue, and they approved that. That is also something which I think deserves at least a certain amount of credit, because I know there are other companies who
kind of true.
would not approve that.
Yeah, kind of true. But yeah, at least a decent level of respect for their creators. That's fair. Anyway, have you got any more videos coming out this patch, or are you working mostly towards 2.5 now?
Ellen tomorrow.
Ellen tomorrow, nice.
Yeah, and otherwise it's really just like I have a Bangbu video laying around for like 1 month where I'm not sure which sponsor will get it. But yeah, so that one, some when, I don't fucking know when.
I saw you as well. It popped up on my feed, but you posted a Stellar Sora guide.
Yeah.
Have you been playing other gachas? Have you been enjoying them? I guess that's the question.
I don't have time for other gachas, seriously. I thought about covering Enfield because I really like Enfield.
Have you been playing the beta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the game has no end game. There's no end game content. It does not have repeatable end game. It has permanent modes which you clear once, but that's it. And for me as a guide maker, if there is no end game content, there is no reason for me to cover how to build a unit. Like, what do you build your units for if there is no end game?
That's kind of true.
Goba literally cleared the permanent end game on day 1.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I haven't made it that far yet.
You know,
I'm playing pretty casually, but
you need to invest a lot of time, of course, you know, skipping all of the story, not giving a fuck about anything that doesn't give account XP or levels your characters. But the fact that you can just clear endgame within the first day of playing, like, what do I build my characters for if there's no actual endgame? That's my biggest gripe with it.
I think they will probably have to work some kind of something in.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I hope so, but you know, as of right now for the beta, there's no reason for me to make actual character guides. Also, the competition will be really, really hard. And, you know, as much as I like to help out the community, creators still need to look at, you know, what they invest their time into.
No, that's
and also money, you know. People always underestimate how much time and money these guides cost. Actually, can I misuse your chat for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Chat. For those people who know my guides, please let me know your guess. How much time on average does a full-fledged guide need, and how much money does it cost?
What, in hours or like?
Any time is fine, you know, like just not apples, maybe.
3 to 5K US dollars. There ain't no way. That's what? Where did that come from? Riv, tell me I'm crazy. Tell him he's crazy.
24 hours, $400, 20 hours. 12K, okay, come on. Oh, 200 hours. 1 to 13K, well, that's a range. 2K,
Maybe it's like 1 to 1.3K.
2 days, $500. Okay, so I mean, it depends, obviously, on the character itself. Some take more time, some take less time. But usually it's 3 to 5 days of editing, then 3 to 4 days of rendering. Then just the rendering, just the intro alone takes like 36 hours to render. Just the intro, nothing else. These 30 seconds in the beginning take like 30 hours to render. And they, I mean, it depends. So for the intro and everything, you can expect $2,000 to $3,000. So in total,
$2,000 to $3,000.
Oh yeah. What do you think 3D animation costs?
I don't know.
What do you think my Lucia guide cost?
I don't know, but that seems like an awful lot.
You know, Lucia was 45 minutes of 2D animation, 3D animations in between. That shit cost me like 7K.
We appreciate the dedication to
We
your
also
craft.
worked like 5 weeks on it, you know, because it was really difficult because we had no fucking information about Lucia. Like, you want to try to write a character and how a character talks and behaves, but there is no information in the game about it.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
you had like someone coming in to do like you had like a voice, I remember, and you were sat down talking to her. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Fortunately, most of these things are like one-time payments. For example, in the beginning, you know, like the Star Loop Tower, where it switches like between the different skills. In total, it's 76 different scenes because we need to cover every single possibility, you know, going from core skill to dodge, for example. And then that's 7 times just for each core skill. But, you know, that is a one-time payment, but it takes an eternity to render all 76 scenes in 2K.
Yeah, I mean...
Then the intro, we have special stuff, like, let me spoil you. You can pull it up on stream if you want to.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. We have something special for Zao, simply because... actually, I'm not sure if I should. Anyway, whatever.
Just, it doesn't matter. Who's gonna say anything? It's fine.
So download the video and don't show the link on stream.
Bruh. I'm downloading the video. And I'm closing the link so that I don't accidentally show it.
So let me quickly undo the view rights. Okay.
Okay, I just watched it. That's fucking amazing.
You can you can show it on stream.
Okay, I'm gonna show
whatever.
it. That's great.
It's just the link, you know. We thought like we can do some some small. It's still work in progress, but you know, like as a little transition in between. But that took also a few days to make, right?
Oh wow.
And
Wait,
we have
so
to render
you
it for
don't do
everything.
you don't do the 3D animation stuff. You outsource, as in like you
Oh,
pay
yeah.
someone to do it.
100%. I need like 100 hours to just write the guide. You know,
Fucking
including
hell.
you know everything else. But it's just, you know, I enjoy doing these things. It's for one guide, and who the fuck has an interest in Zao? Like, it's not gonna be too many people, but she's free, I guess, and I just, you know, like doing
Not
these little
confirmed.
things.
I keep having to remind everyone it's not confirmed.
Oh yeah, true. Forgot about that. I don't know about anything. Maybe you should delete the bot afterwards. Anyway, so yeah, point being, I just like doing really dumb stuff, and to be fair, it doesn't pay off, right?
No, it doesn't pay off.
Who fucking cares, man? I just enjoy doing dumb shit. That's it.
Yeah, I know, because I mean, there's also a part of me that knows that like how much YouTube videos make. It's not anywhere near enough. I guess it also kind of it makes your because I remember I saw your post after the Idari guide, and you said that there was a bit of a disappointment in terms of the viewership. I think it's just she was just a pretty not hype character. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think people were really super interested in her. But it kind of makes. Do you know what I mean? Because
I know.
I didn't realize you were spending so much to create such high quality guides. I mean, they are really high
Speaking of
quality.
which,
I just didn't realize
that-
it was that much.
You can close the preview again. Enough spoilers.
I'll say, okay, sorry.
So, the thing is, you know, like it's also my editor who spends like basically his entire time on my videos.
Oof.
He is working since like 3 or 4 days on YSG because we have to prepare simply a lot of stuff, you know, like even if I haven't been able to play her yet, even if I don't even know what she fucking does, we have to start preparing the screens. So we need to sit down, we need to make a concept, because for some reason we want it to be unique, right?
Like,
And that is sometimes a... Yeah?
No, carry on.
It's just sometimes, it's an interesting... How do I even phrase this? I don't fucking know. Given how I still have my full-time job, which I have to work, and all of that, I mean, you know, you are in the same boat.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of time that I have to spend for things that are not paying off, but they are just fun enough for me to make that I don't care. That's also why, you know, like I would like to have less sponsors, but I need them to be able to sustain it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I decline like most shitty sponsors, or sponsors that I don't use myself. But sometimes, you know, like if they pay well enough, then and there's a video where I can slot it into anyway. Like all of my full guide videos will always be without sponsor, like especially new units.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, I'm not even sure where I'm going with this.
No, I get it. I guess what you... Yeah, like it's expensive, but you do it because you love it. And that's sometimes where you take sponsors when you're not doing the guides. To cover the costs.
Like,
I think that makes sense.
I also try to... Like, in the end, the main priority for me is that my editor is well paid. It is very, very often the case that editors in this scene are heavily underpaid. Like,
True.
heavily underpaid. there are people who are working for $30 to $40 per video. They spend 2 days on it and get $30 to $40, and they justify it because this person lives in a third world country, and I just think that is not fair.
Yeah.
I don't care where you live. If you spend 5 days on editing my video and you do a great job, then you will get paid your $1,000. That is just how it is, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair,
That needs to
especially
be-
for the bigger projects. Yeah, that really does make sense.
Except that all my projects are bigger projects.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just split revenue with the editor, whoever, like, that's the way I do it. But,
you know, in the end, it matters for... in the end, it doesn't matter how you do it, you know, like my editor gets... essentially, starting from, was it October? I think it was in October. I asked my editor what he needs to earn every month. And, like, to be able to live, to have savings, etc. And then I said, okay, we double whatever you need right now, and that is what I will pay you. However, in exchange, you will be full available for me. If we have downtime, feel free to accept other. Right?
Hey, Riv, you want to hire an editor?
I have a great editor, and there's no reason for me to exchange him.
That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
You know, I want to make sure that everybody gets paid fairly as long as I can afford it. Sometimes I just need to cut corners. That is then simpler where I have to say, okay, we cannot do this, or hey, I know this is your price. For example, for the Lucia video, I was, after I made the YouTube post, somebody from some art student from, I think it was California, not sure, from a well-known university, like fantastic work, really fantastic work, but her price was simply too high for me. It was not something I can afford, very simply. And that you know, that would have been fair. I would have loved to hire her, but it's just something I cannot afford.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So, you know, that is when you need to cut down some.
But I feel like we got really deep here today. You know, it felt nice. I feel like we opened up a little.
Also, like, everything was about me. Why are we not talking about you?
Because I talk to these guys all the time. They know about me. It's you know, we don't need to do that.
But they are watching you. They want to know more about you.
I'm basic. I'm the basic streamer. Remember, like
Nah.
I'm white bread. I'm plain chicken breast.
Hey, plain chicken breast is great.
It can be good. But on that note, I do have to go to bed. But it's been real catching up.
Wait, what time do we have? 12:15?
Yeah.
Hey, that's early, man.
Well, it's my partner's birthday tomorrow, so we're waking up and we're going to see her family.
Yeah, just say her that. Wait, I wanted to quote you, but I forgot what you said before. Just say you are a guide maker and this game is important or something. I don't know.
I don't know if that's true. But anyway, it's been real. It's been fun. I'm gonna let you go and then I'm gonna say goodbye to chat. But thanks very much for hanging out, Riv.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I do wish you a good night. Enjoy the birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to your partner.
Thanks, man. Guys, if you haven't checked out I Am Riven's channel, then please do so. Mod, please pop it in chat. So, do we have any mods? Are there any mods? The mods here? Where are the mods?
They are asleep.
That's okay.
You were too basic. They fell asleep.
Damn it. Why is it true?
Nah. All right, man. See you later, man.
I'll see you later. Bye. Bye.
Yo, bye.
Bye. I'm gonna do it myself. He also runs internet, right? Yeah, he does. Yeah. Honestly, I would love to have chatted to him for a little bit longer, but yeah, I know I'll feel rubbish tomorrow if I don't get a good night's sleep. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. It's been real. It's been fun. I've had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves. We squashed some beef. I was very chill. And now it's time to say goodnight. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Next stream will be Sunday. We will... I don't know what we'll do. We'll see if any more drama pops up. And then And then we'll do what we did. We'll squash the beef. Squashing beef since 2025. Anyway, let me see who's to stream. Let me see who we can raid. I feel like I'm getting gassed. I can forget how to do it on YouTube. I just always forget. Ugh. Oh, no one's live. No one is live on YouTube. Oh, Age is live on YouTube. Oh, Razor's still live. Okay, crazy. We raid into Razor again. Let's go. Okay, we'll see if he's live on Twitch as well. Peace out. I'm gonna turn YouTube off now.